the Boys and Girls Soccer Program at Hillsboro, and listen to the Burro Broadcast Network.
Your place for all things Burro sports.
I am Coach Anthony Brown, head football coach of Hillsboro High School, and you're listening to the Burro Broadcasting Network.
Crowder looking deep. Crowder's got Bradford. It's complete. It's complete. What a catch. Snap. The set. The kick is good. Yeah. And we are here back in John Cohen Stadium for a rainy, dreary night in Nashville, Tennessee, and a matchup between the 6-1 Page Patriots and the 5-2 home team Hillsboro Burros. Page coming off a very powerful win last week at home against the James Lawson Lightning. Final score ending up 50-0. As for Hillsboro, traveled down to Nolensville and took their first region loss of the season, losing to Nolensville 16-20 in the final seconds of that one. But we return home. Page Patriots, very good team, favored 95% to win this ball game. But Coach Anthony Brown, Hillsboro, determined to win. Ben, a pretty good week from Deshaun Trotter, up for Tennessean.com. Yeah. Top performer of the week, 13 for 25, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns, only 1 interception, only his third of the season. What are the keys from Deshaun Trotter tonight against a very stout Page defense?
You know, it's rainy. His legs are going to be a huge factor tonight. Also, just finding those receivers on screen passes and just giving the receivers for an easy way to catch. Now it slipped through their hands. That'll be key for Deshaun Trotter tonight.
Not anticipating a lot of deep balls from Deshaun Trotter tonight. I think you really have to use that running back trio with Burnett, Reams, and Cleves. We mention them every single game. Look for Javarian Bradford, Josh Carmel to get included on the screen game. And as for Page, right, a very good football team to this point, only lost one game. It was a triple overtime thriller against the Independence Eagles. And they come into John Cohen Stadium this week looking to get to 7-1 before the fall break bye week. What are the keys for Page to pull out a W? Even though they're favored, how are they going to win against Hillsboro this week?
And yeah, like you said, they could very well be coming into this game 7-0. So it was huge for them. That loss really hurts. But out of district, Independence always has been a good football team. Tonight, you got to stop the Burros run game, like you said, and also just gaining yardage that you should be getting yardage. We've seen a lot of teams lose themselves games by just taking themselves out of it. Page got to be disciplined, got to be smart with the football, and they should have it close tonight.
As for the Patriots at quarterback, it'll be the 6'2", 193 senior, 65 for 115, 845 yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Goes by the name of Jonathan Palmer. But Page, the away team, they won the toss. It'll be the Burros back to return. As always, number 6, Giovanni Reams. Number 12, Javarian Bradford. And those two, a dynamic duo, returning. On to kick this one deep for the Page Patriots. It's number 48, Connor Poe. So again, it is rainy. Man, what's the weather looking like? It's going to be a grimy match right here at John Cohen.
Absolutely. And I mean, temperature-wise, it's been great. But right now, rain's picking back up. It is pretty hard right now. You know, we had it. It was kind of a cut. It's back 50% almost throughout the whole game. So the rain, we looked at the radar. It's going to be pretty hefty. Be ready for a slippery game right here.
Burros wearing the green home helmets and green jerseys. 3 yellow stripes down the middle. Yellow numerals on the green jerseys, yellow pants, pink socks and spats, and gloves for the Burros as it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month around the nation. As for the Page Patriots, gray helmets, red stripe down the middle with white stripes down the middle as well, white jerseys, red numerals, red pants. Page Patriots will kick left to right on your radio dial. Hillsboro offense will move right to left on your radio dial. Page will go ahead and kick this one off deep. They will use a holder, and that'll be Knight Wilson. Make sure the ball doesn't fall off the tee. And we are good here from John Cohen Stadium. A deep boot here near the near sideline. Bradford's going to get it up past the 5, past the 10. He's got room past the 15 to the 20. Slung it out of bounds. Up past the 25. Tackled by William Wybush, the safety. Not a back return, a 25-yard return. Bradford. So it'll be the Burros offense trotting on. We mentioned it in the pregame. Going to be a very, very run-heavy offense for Hillsboro all night long. Got a trio of seniors in the backfield they're going to use a lot. But you do have a deep threat in Kaiki Baker. Do you expect them to look deep at least a couple times for the UAB commit down the field?
You know, most likely. Last week we saw it. the offense wasn't really rolling. Once you get the ball in Kike Baker's hands, they put up points. So it'll be key, but just look worried. It'll be hard to do tonight.
Out of the gun, Trotter's going to take it. Man to his right, 2 men to the near sideline. He's going to hand it off to Reams, and Reams is stuffed in the backfield by the Patriots. Sean Cunningham. And on the tackle for Page. It'll be a loss of 1 or 2 yards and an early second down and long. The key for this Hillsboro offense is certainly going to be running the ball when expected, but also when least expected. If you run the ball into the teeth of this defense, Page has got a pretty stout defense. They're going to be able to stop it. You got to run in unexpected situations.
Absolutely right. And last week against Nolensville, the run game wasn't as effective, and 16 points were scored. So this week it'll be much more needed.
Out of the gun, he'll send Hicks in motion to the right side. Trotter, the snap. He's dropping back. He's looking to the flat. He's got Kyle Hicks at the 25. He's got it up past the 30. And he fumbles the ball. Weebush has got it up the left sideline. Weebush to the end zone. Touchdown, Page.
We touched on it. The ball is slippery. A loose grip on that football, and it's not looking well. Hicks just got hit right in the hands, and it just popped right out.
William Weebush, the 6'1", 177 junior, takes it back with only 11:07 to go here on the first quarter clock. And a key mistake from this Hillsboro offense. Kyle Hicks nailed out in the far sideline flat. He did catch the ball, but it just knocked out, as I said, by Weebush, who had the forced fumble and the recovery. On to kick the extra point for the Page Patriots. Number 85, Zane Cannon, 6'4", 210 senior. Right footer on to kick, on to hold is Henry Kaysen. And the kick is up, and the kick is right down the middle. So Hillsboro goes down early to the Page Patriots, 7-0 at home. The Hillsboro offense will look to respond when we come back. Borough Broadcast Network, Pats up by 7.
That's a lovely start.
Not a great way to call it out, but the game. Yep. They called it wrong. What's going on? And we're back from John Cohen Stadium. A rainy night, and it showed early. Kyle Hicks fumbles away the opening possession for Hillsboro. It was a fumble recovery for 6 for Page by William Weebush. And so it'll be Page Patriots to kick this one away. 6-1 Page Patriots looking to get another win, ranked number 6 in the 5A AP poll via Tennessean.com. They'll boot this one away. It'll be Bradford back to return at his own 5, up past the 10, past the 15. Got it past the 20. Makes a move, breaks a tackle. Near the 25, and he's finally dragged down. Number 15, Presley Cozart, in on the stop. So it'll be Burrow offense looking to take over Hillsboro. They'll take it from the 25-yard line. Burrow's moving right to left, green jerseys, yellow pants. As I said, pink spats, pink socks, pink cleats from a couple players as well. It'll be trips wide to the right. That's the far sideline. Out of the gun, Trotter. Man to his left, it's Reams. Trotter, pink spats, takes it, wearing number 3. Hands this one off to the right side, and the play is blown dead. It was a handoff, a power handoff to the right side. Play was blown dead immediately. And it's just going to be a referee timeout. An offside against the Page defense. So Hillsboro will go ahead and move the ball up 5 yards to make it 1st down and 5. A key mistake from Page makes it 1st down and a little bit shorter. Expecting that to be a false start, but a lucky surprise and an offside penalty. Out of the gun, trips wide to the right, man to his left. Down tight end is Hicks here on the near sideline. Same exact play, hands it off. Number 6, Reeves, going to push forward. He's taken down by number 14, Sean Cunningham. Sophomore second tackle of the game. And the 5'9", 175-pound running back, Gio Reams, finally gets a positive gain of about 2 yards.
They're definitely trying to get him involved early, and you have to, it's similar to many offenses in the NFL, not nowadays, but like Derrick Henry, you got to run the ball until they are tired of it, and you keep on pushing and you keep on pushing. So Burrow's trying to get that involved early.
Out of the gun, Trotter, man to his right. 2 men to the far sideline, 1 man to the near. It's Kike Baker. Trotter, quarterback power. He's going to take it behind the left guard. He's going to run. He's going to reverse the field to the far sideline, and he's wrapped up and dropped. Number 4, Hudson Amison takes him down in the backfield for a big loss. And instead of that 2nd down and 4, it's going to be a 3rd down and 9. A quarterback power design to go behind that left guard. Instead, Deshaun Trotter bounces it back out right off the right tackle, and he's taken down immediately.
Definitely. And I mentioned earlier, him getting involved in the running game is going to be key. He tries it, and he just tries to create something where there wasn't much space going on. Big loss of yardage.
So to be Trotter out of the gun, 3 men to his right, 1 man to his left. Man in the backfield with him as well. He's going to air this one out. Looked like it was slipped out of his hand. And he caught it. Page Baker catches the ball. Inside the 30, inside the 20, inside. What? Oh.
You kidding me?
Tyke Baker making big-time plays. And the Burros get a little bit of luck to find the end zone. A tipped pass at the line of scrimmage. And Deshaun Trotter gets the ball tipped. There was about a 20-yard float of the ball, a knuckleball. Tyke Baker makes a play at the 50, runs it all the way into the end zone. And the Burros tie it up here. What a play. Tyke Baker hauls it in traffic. And it'll be Thornton to kick the extra point. And it's good. So, Ben, as I said, a little bit of luck involved on that last play for Hillsboro. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Trotter was able to get the ball, advance about 15 yards. He was looking deep for Baker. Baker comes down with it like a center fielder, drops right in the breadbasket after about apexing at 15 feet in the air, and he runs it 50 yards for a touchdown to tie this game up.
Yeah, the ball was just floating up there in the air, and it seemed like the Patriots defenders were there, but Tyke Baker just ended up with the ball, and there was plenty of green grass right in front of him after that.
Crazy catch by Tyke Baker, number 0 in green, flashing his way from the right to the left. And now we'll get our first look at this Page offense, averaging about 262 yards per game, all-purpose. Their leading rusher is Ethan Cunningham with 85 yards per game. They average 132 pass yards, 135 rush yards per game. And I'm imagining with the rainy conditions, we will see a lot from Ethan Cunningham in this run game.
Yeah, and Drew, like you said, this week we've got 2 very high-powered offenses, and so far, almost 3 minutes into the game, it's 7-7. So both teams putting up around 35 points a game. And, they're definitely on pace for that one.
9:25 to go in the first quarter. Ben Ruiz and this Hillsboro special teams looking to kick this one away. Game is now tied at 7 after the heroic connection between Deshaun Trotter and Tyke Baker. And that's a nice little stat pad, 10th touchdown of the season for Deshaun Trotter on a busted play. But that'll be Hillsboro on to kick it away. The righty, Ben Ruiz, they're going to boot this one deep right to left. 2 men back to return, standing at the Page 20. Ruiz boots this one away, and it's a low line drive to the left side. It's going to be fielded. He almost slips down. It's number 8, Marshall and Copeland.
By number 9. Copeland. He's down at the 21.
So Copeland slipped on that return. His knee touched down, and the ball's going to be marked down at his own 22-yard line. Looked like he could have had 10 or 15 extra yards on that one, unfortunately for Page. That knee touched ground means he's down.
Definitely. We'll finally begin to see this Page offense. Hillsboro defense has been pretty solid last week, only giving up 12 or 13 points, barring the pick 6 that was given up on offense. They've been very stout this year, only giving up about 12 points a game, so we're going to see what they can do against this high-powered offense.
As I said earlier in the broadcast, it'll be a Page quarterback, Jonathan Palmer, out of the gun. White jerseys, red pants, silver helmets for Page. Looking to pass, first play of the game. Airs it out down the sideline. Incomplete. Looking down the far sideline for number 3, Henry Kaysen. The 6', 165 senior was the intended receiver. Over there in coverage on the far sideline was Sorrell Burton, but Ben, a deep shot first play of the game, and Palmer almost had a great connection there.
Yeah, and they tried to take a shot right back at Hillsboro. Hillsboro with a solid 75-yard play, and they tried to get their own there. Page, coming out passing, they are showing that they want to throw the ball, even tonight.
Clock is stopped, 9:15 to go in the first. Game tied at 7 out of the gun. Palmer, 2 men wide to either side. He's got a man in the backfield with him. He's going to hand this one off. He's going to run it up the middle. He's going to be taken down by Matthew Bean. In on the run, number 2, Ethan Cunningham. 5'10", 185 senior, mentioned him, averaging 85 yards per game rushing the football, and he's been very, very effective. But a nice tackle by Bean. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4.
These are huge for the Burros. Running downs or short screen plays are going to be huge to get the stops tonight.
Out of the gun. Palmer going to look. So he's going to run the ball up the middle. He's got room. He was originally wrapped up in the backfield by 2 D linemen. He escaped the pressure. Breaks the chains. And Michael Bennett Jr. able to take him down his first tackle of the game. But a quarterback draw right up the gut. Slips down, almost tackled, escapes the pressure. And a brutal gash to that Burrow defense to make it 1st and 10. Page has got it from their own 39.
And you really got to give it to Campbell there. I mean, it's not easy conditions to run in. And even though he slipped, he kept his footing, and it was a great job by him.
Out of the gun, Palmer going to throw a swing pass. It's complete. It's number 11. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds. The DB has got it, but they are inside Burrow territory, threatening at the Hillsboro 48-yard line.
Absolutely. I mean, Hillsboro, like I said, got to get out of it on 3rd down. Beginning of the drives, they're gaining momentum now. Page is not looking like they're slowing down.
Out of the pistol, 2 men wide to either side, 1 man in the slot on either side. Palmer hands it off up the middle, and Ethan Cunningham dragged down by Teamer. Andrew Teamer, at some point in the season, was leading the team in tackle, suffered an injury. Out 2 weeks. Week 5 and week 6.
Yeah.
Return week 7 against Nolensville. Good to see him back out there. We're inside 8 minutes to go, though, and it's 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard run from Cunningham. Page going to stay in the same formation, except they're going to bring Cunningham to Palmer's right. 2 men on either side. Palmer out of the gun wearing number 5. And it's going to be a false start. False start on the wide receiver on the far sideline. Interested to see who they call this flag on. And it is a false start. So they're going to back him up. Page commits the penalty. It was number 3, the senior, Henry Kaysen. Already has a reception or an intended reception earlier in this game. It makes a costly mistake, 2nd and 14. Page will have it again. Out of the gun, Cunningham to his right. 2 men wide to either side. 4 men front, 3 linebackers for the Burros wearing green jerseys, yellow bottoms. Fakes the handoff. Palmer looking deep. Palmer airing it out down the far sideline. Almost hauled in. He was looking for Kaysen once again. Instead, the 5'10 cornerback Sorrell Burton, who had an interception last week against the Nolensville Knights, breaks that one up. 3rd down and long for Page High School.
Andrew, talking about it pre-games. These Hillsboro's DBs have been stellar this year. Sorrell Burton has really stepped up into that role as a DB2 beside Mikey Baker, and he's played it very well so far.
See what head coach Charles Rathbone can draw up for Page. Out of the gun. Palmer looking to throw on 3rd down and long. He's going to step up and run it. He's going to run it to the near sideline. He's got a block. That's got to be a hold. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. And there's the hold. The hold's going to be called on number 10, William Weebush. Had a fumble recovery for a touchdown, but he held Caleb Carter right there. And they're going to go ahead and back Page up some more. It was a 1st down and more for the quarterback, Jonathan Palmer. And unfortunately for Weebush, he's going to pick up the flag.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Like I said, in pregame, you cannot kill yourself on these drives. They had momentum. They were driving. A not so good run, a false start, and then this penalty. It definitely does hurt.
So to be 3rd down and 14 once again for Page. They are going to back him up a little bit more, though. They're going to take it back inside their own territory as they continue to move left to right. And so far, Burrow defense, as you said, only allowing about 12 points per game. Page has had a pretty prominent offense all year long. And the only loss of the season, up 20 to 30 points. So it'll be 3rd down, 14 yards to go from the 50. Out of the gun, 5 wide. Palmer dropped back. Palmer looking. Burrows only bring 3. Throws it. Completes. It's complete, very close to the chains. And wow, they're going to give him the 1st down. The pass was complete to Marshall Copeland, the junior wide receiver. And Caleb Carter gives up a completion, and that is a brutal 1st down pickup from Page if you're a Hillsboro Burrow defender.
Yeah, great ball by Palmer. You know, he just expected the receiver to turn his head in. It worked out perfectly. Great timing. You can see the connection between them two.
New starting quarterback Jonathan Palmer, 6 wins already. Lost their starting quarterback last year, Colin Hurd, who took him to the state final against Knoxville West. This time, Palmer's going to throw a screen pass. He airs it out. Copeland's got it once again, and he's going to be wrapped up and shoved out of bounds. Caleb Carter, the senior, weight number 15 in green, shoves him out of bounds, reads that screenplay like a book. And great call, great draw from the defensive coordinator, Greg Abner, 2nd down and 10.
And Carter's a guy we haven't seen much on the field this year, but he's really stepping up tonight, and we can see him getting much action in one of his few first starts.
Key for the Page Patriots, number 72, Ronan O'Connell, The 3-star Clemson Tiger commit will not be on the field at left tackle tonight. Page is going to roll out, though. Second and long. It's complete. He's got a man. It's number 11, Calvin Tararba. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds way short of the sticks on the far sideline. It'll be 3rd down and 5. This time they've got it from the Hillsboro 31. And now you're probably in 4th down territory. Burrow's going to have to look to get 2 stops here.
You're right. And Pages really came out and showed that they are not scared to pass the ball at all. Maybe expect a run here, try to make it 3rd, 4th and manageable, or like we've seen so far, they just came out passing.
Palmer's legs have been dynamic so far in this game. 3 rushes, couple of yards out of the pistol. 4 men wide. He's going to roll out. He is going to run this one. He's got it on the far sideline. He's got it. Dive for the sticks, and he's got him. Nice effort from Jonathan Palmer. Moves those sticks for the Pats. And we've seen it. Jonathan Palmer, a gritty runner, able to edge out a couple more yards than you may think originally possible. And he's been a threat on the ground.
You love that out of a starting quarterback, putting his max effort out on every single play. Palmer's looked good so far tonight.
Out of the gun. Palmer, 3 to the near sideline, 1 to the far. Formation they've stayed in for a while. Ethan Cunningham. He's going to go ahead and take this handoff, and he's wrapped up and dropped. Nice tackle by Dom Leonard and Andrew Teamer. Teamer now 1.5 tackles in this game, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. They've done a nice job utilizing Ethan Cunningham so far. 5'10", 185 back, their leading rusher per game this year. He's been a very, very big piece, but so far it's been the quarterback, Jonathan Palmer, who's been beating him with his legs. So after that short run play from Page, it'll be 2nd down and about 8 yards to go. Same formation. 4-man front for the Burros. 2 linebackers, 5 DBs. They've got Case Freeman, the outside linebacker, flexed out into coverage. Out of the gun. Page moving left to right. Palmer's going to throw across the middle. He catches it. It's complete. Across the middle, it's Calvin Katarba. His 2nd reception. And we have a flag on the play. But a nice catch by the 5'11", 160 senior. Hauling that one in to get inside the Burrow 5. And as you heard there from tonight's PA announcer, it will be a sideline warning on the visiting Page Patriots. They're on the far sideline as we look down from the skybox here at Hillsboro. It is 7-7. Page has got it from the 3-yard line, moving left to right, looking to take a lead. Wildcat formation. They're going to take their quarterback off the field. Subbing in is number 6, Caden Walker, the middle linebacker and running back, 5'10", 210. He's got 2 men in the backfield with him. Nobody out wide. Takes a snap, hands it off. Cunningham. No, sir. No, sir. 2nd down and goal now. Mr. Dom Leonard. He's been dynamic all season long. Nice way to snuff that one out. It was number 10, William Wheatbush, taking that one out of the gun. Hands it off to Cunningham, and he's stuffed.
Yeah, and you said their names multiple times tonight already, but these Hillsboro linebackers, they're in there on every single play, and I expect to hear their names multiple times again tonight.
The 6'1" wide receiver taking snaps at quarterback. Wheatbush takes it once again. He's going to fake this one. He's going to keep it to the near sideline. In pursuit is Michael Bennett Jr. He's in. He's in for a touchdown. The Page Patriots have found the end zone on the fake handoff. Quarterback keeper to the right side. He inches in on the near right side pylon, and William Wheatbush has his 2nd touchdown of the game. He had a fumble recovery for a touchdown and does it on offense that time around.
Yeah, and like you said, Michael Bennett Jr. was trying to trace, and multiple Hillsboro DBs were trying to chase, but Wheatbush was just too fast for Hillsboro right there.
On to kick the extra point once again for Page. Number 85, Zane Cannon. The righty, after a rough snap, goes ahead and knocks that one in. Got 4 minutes, 44 seconds to go. The Page Patriots coming down from Franklin to try and knock off the Burros. They've got a 7-point lead, 14-7, 44 to go here from John Cohen Stadium.
It's so loud.
Oh, really? Oh, really? That's good. So to be cold to kick it deep as we return here. Bro Broadcast Network live from John Cohen Stadium. Your Burros trail by 7. Bradford's got a good return. in that wet field getting to him as he slips down inside the Burrow 20 around the 19. Not a bad return. Picked up some speed, but he slips down. And on trots the Hillsboro offense. Got kind of lucky on that last drive. A tip pass at the line. Deshaun Trotter was airing it out deep. Kike Baker able to come down with that catch and take it to the house. But Hillsboro looking to put together a good drive here on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they're definitely looking for some rhythm. You know, they really had not much going in that lucky play right there. Wouldn't say lucky. Kike Baker definitely did his skill there, but they're trying to get some rhythm involved in this offense.
Out of the gun, Trotter's going to send a man in motion. It's Baker. He's going to swing it out to him in the right flat. Baker's going to take it, and he's going to be nailed way short of the chains. Nice job by the Page defense snuffing that one out. Number 22, Brendan Ains, in on the stop. It was Kike Baker. Sorry, cut you off. It was Kike Baker coming from the near sideline to the far sideline. Just catches a swing pass in the flat. Very easy to read, and it's second down and long.
Yeah, Page swarm right there, and the receivers in blocking really didn't do much right there. There was too many Page Patriots right there. Baker, you know, he's a good playmaker, but not that good.
Especially on this wet field, it's hard to kind of maneuver. It's tripped to the near sideline to Trotter's left. Out of the gun, he's got it. He dropped back to pass. Trotter looking, got a man. Baker incomplete. Kike Baker hit hard by Hudson Amison. And we've got a flag. We've got a flag. Kike Baker hit after the play, and they're going to give him some yards. Hudson Amison will be flagged on that play for Page. And a questionable call down there on the field there, Ben. What are your thoughts on that call?
It felt like it was great timing by the DB. It didn't seem too early. We'll take it over here at the Burrow Broadcast Network, but I don't really understand that one.
Could have been a late hit call. Still awaiting that call down on the field, but either way, we'll give Hillsboro a decent amount of yardage. Definitely moves the sticks for him, which will be helpful. He was looking for Kike Baker on an out route here on the near sideline. And he was hit hard by Amison right as it happened. Referees look confused down on the field, and they're going to go ahead and march it forward. So we got a personal foul. It was a helmet-to-helmet contact down on the field. So Hudson Amison picks up that personal foul and moves the sticks for the Burros. They're going to move this ball past the Hillsboro 30. So a move the sticks, 15-yard penalty, and Hillsboro's got it, first down and 10 now.
We knew the PI was a bit questionable, but targeting or head-to-head contact definitely makes a lot more sense.
So it'll be out of the gun. Trotter will take the snap. He's got a man to his left, 2 men wide to the right. Nobody out wide to his left. Trotter takes a snap, hands it off. It's Eric Cleaves in the backfield for him, and he goes nowhere. 2 men combined on the tackle. It's Aiden Ruiz and number 6, Caden Walker. Eric Cleaves goes absolutely nowhere backward, if anywhere, and it'll be second down and 10.
There was no room for him. The Patriots are swarming on defense, you know, giving up only about 11 points a game. They do not give up much, and they're a very stout defense.
They are certainly forcing Deshaun Trotter into passing the ball. Saw the same thing from Nolensville last week. He did throw for 2 touchdowns, had a pretty good game. We'll see if we can do the same here at home this week. Week 8, looking to get their 6th win of the season and handing Page their 2nd loss of the season. Here, fakes the handoff. Trotter across the middle. Incomplete. Knocked down by Knight Wilson. And another flag is down on the play. Kike Baker hit after the play one more time. And again, Ben, seemed like good timing there. A throw across the middle from Deshaun Trotter. And could be another head-to-head contact. That was number 0, Knight Wilson that time, who made the hit on our number 0, Kike Baker.
Yeah, it's an interesting call. If it's PI, that really is kind of a question to me. Baker's really selling these, though, and he's getting the calls.
It was a wobbly pass, slipped out of the hand of Trotter. He was looking across the middle. It was honestly a nice play from Knight Wilson at that linebacker corner spot to make a play on it. And here's the call from the referee.
Personal foul.
It's going to be a personal foul against the Patriots, Ben, so they're going to move them forward. Hillsboro continues to move forward off these penalties against the Patriots of Page. Another late hit on the wide receiver, Kike Baker, and with 3:11 to go, Hillsboro driving to look and tie this one up.
And, you know, more mistakes. I wouldn't even name it mistakes, but just some sloppy anything is going on, and Page is really giving up some yardage where they could have some stops.
First down and 10, Hillsboro's got it from their own 45. Trotter out of the gun. Hands it off to Cleaves up the gut. Runs it in between the right tackle and right guard. Ball's on the ground. It's on the ground. It is recovered by Hillsboro. What a heads-up play down on the field. An excellent job by number 11, Chase Freeman, the H-back. And Eric Cleves let that ball go, wearing no gloves down there on the field. But Case Freeman does pounce on it, and it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, Freeman's out there with a lot of experience, senior. He knows what he's doing. He's smart. Burros already fumbled twice, so clearly ball control is a problem.
It sure is. Trotter will take it out of the gun once again. Man to his left, it's Cleves. 2 men wide to the right. It's Baker in the slot. Cartmel flexed out wide. Trotter takes it up the middle. He's going to go ahead and run this one. And no siree, says Page. It's number 10, William Weebush, and number 14, Sean Cunningham. Those two combined on the tackle to knock Hillsboro backward. And it was a quarterback draw once again, a questionable call for Ian Marshall and Anthony Brown. And it'll be 3rd down, 8 yards to go as they go backward 2 yards on that designed QB run.
Yeah, one Patriot had him by the legs, and the other one came in and brought Trotter down. Running game for Hillsboro has been a problem so far. The line and the Patriots are just, they know when a run play is happening.
1:55 to go here in the first. Your Burros trail by 7 at John Cohen Stadium, taking on the 6-1 Page Patriots. Trotter back to throw. Trotter, incomplete. He was looking for Cartman. Number 6, Caden Walker in coverage alongside number 10, William Weebush. I will say it. William Weebush, the safety, has been excellent in coverage all night long for Page.
He's already got a fumble return for a touchdown and multiple great plays. He's definitely a key part to this defense. In the passing game, Trotter's been trying to get involved early. Weebush is not letting it happen.
It'll be Thornton on to punt this one away. Ben, you agree with this decision? They've got it from their own 47-yard line. They're down by 7, 1:47 to go in the first, 3rd down and 9, and they're punting this one away.
Yeah, it's 4th down and 9. I mean, it is 3rd down and 9. You were correct. No, it's 4th down and 9. So far the Page offense has been pretty effective, and this ball will just stop. No, it'll be a touchback. But if they can just stop this Page offense, so far the Page is very rhythmic. They've been great so far. They're going to need to get a stop.
Yeah, Andrew Thornton was standing back around his own 35-yard line, booted that one through the back of the Page end zone. The returner let it go through the back, but obviously as the Burrow fans were awaiting a check back from that punt from Thornton. But instead it'll be the Page Patriot offense taking back over from their own 20-yard line. They continue to move left to right. 1:45 to go in the first. They lead by 7. Coming off a 50-0 win against the James Lawson Lightning. Before that, another region matchup against the Glencliff Colts, where they won 42-6, 2 of the weakest teams in the region, but they are 2-0. Their offense will look to make something happen. 3 men to the near sideline, 1 man to the far one. Out of the gun, Palmer takes the handoff. He's got blockers. Cunningham, he's got some space in the secondary. Got up to the second level and moved the chains. Marked down at the Page 32 in a very good run from Cunningham. The first kind of burst run we've seen out of the senior tonight.
Yeah, they're going to need those tonight. And Drew, you were talking about the region and these worst teams. There are definitely some good teams in this region. So far, number 1, 5, and 6 are all from this district. It is hard at the top level of this district.
Yeah, 1, 5, and 6 from those 5A AP poll rankings by the Tennessean.com. Page is going to hand this one off to Ethan Cunningham once again. Dwayne Washington and number 2, Dom Leonard in on the stop. 2 seniors
Number 2.
collapsing in on the tackle. And not a bad run from Cunningham. 2nd down and 7. He seems to be a powerful back, a guy who's going to be able to keep those legs turning all night long. But Palmer, out of the gun, 3 men wide to the left. He's got a low snap and he fumbles it. The play is blown dead. There's a flag. It's a false start against the Page Patriots. So it looked like it might have gone back 5 yards regardless. Obviously a low snap from the center for Page. Palmer unable to haul it in, and now they move back 5 on the false start regardless.
Yeah, and you were saying it about the seniors. Hillsboro is a very senior-built team. They have a lot of...
22.
Yeah. There's 22 seniors on this roster. They are very experienced. They know what they're doing.
Out of the shotgun, 2nd down and 11. It's a low snap once again. Palmer's going to take it. He's going to improvise. He's going to air this one out. He's got a man. It's complete. Oh, my. There's a flag. In coverage was number 15, Caleb Carter. He's been targeted a decent amount tonight. And as you said, Ben, a flag on the play. Looks like it might be pass interference against the green jerseys, the Hillsboro Burros. A phenomenal play from Jonathan Palmer. It was a low snap. He rolled out to his right, aired it out down the sideline to number 3, Henry Kaysen. And it was incomplete. He didn't get that foot in. He did catch it.
But it was pass interference against the Burros.
But it was pass interference.
They moved the ball back.
They have to move it back to march it back up.
There we go.
So they are going to march this one up. First penalty against the Burros tonight. Rain's coming down just a little bit harder here in Nashville, Tennessee. Your Burros trail 14-7 to the second place team in the region if the season ended today. So that penalty from the Burros and the senior Caleb Carter will move the chains for Page. First and 10 from their own 45. Palmer out of the pistol. 3 men wide to the left, 1 to the right. This is going to be a handoff to Cunningham, and he doesn't go anywhere. Nice tackle by Andrew Teamer. His 3rd tackle of the night.
Flag.
There is a flag.
He's number 22.
It's most likely going to be unnecessary roughness.
Definitely the stuff you cannot do if you're Hillsboro. They're going to shoot themselves in the foot here. Marcel Burnett pleading to the referees down on the field here on the near sideline. Looks like it may be an unnecessary roughness or a taunting penalty against the senior Marcel Burnett.
It was a great play by Teamer, though. Teamer came off the opposite side of the field, around the edge. Teamer came off the edge and made a great tackle, and not only be on Page. You know, I feel like it was both sides. Interesting call there. You know, we are at Hillsboro, but it's been interesting so far tonight.
They're going to move the ball back. Obviously on that penalty from Page. It'll be a 15-yard penalty, resulting in a 1st and 25. Line to gain is at the Hillsboro 44-yard line. Page currently stands at their own 30. First down and very long. Out of the gun, man to his left, 3 men wide to the left. White jerseys, red breeches from Page. This is a handoff. It's a new running back. It's number 15, Presley Cosart. He gets hit hard.
Number 11. Whataburger on the carry.
I'm not sure who was in on that tackle. It was number 22, Marcel Burnett, laying the boom. And a big tackle. Mud all over his back on that green jersey. But a big hit knocks him out of bounds. And a new running back, Presley Cosart. First we've seen out of the backfield from that young man.
Yeah, it'll make it a 2nd and quite long. 14 to go. Hillsboro, great play. And, you know, you're playing tonight. It is actually 3rd down. Excuse me. Burrow's playing tonight. You know, it's rainy. You know you're going to get muddy. You got to be prepared for that.
So it'll be 3rd down, long to go. Page from their own 39. Handoff up the gut. Cosart's got it again. He's got some space. He might have the chains.
Great tackle.
And he doesn't. A 1st down saving tackle from Michael Bennett. He comes up very short.
Gonna play by number 14.
They inside Brooklyn territory. And the alarm will sound at the end of the first quarter. So the Burros struck after an early Page touchdown on a fumble recovery for a touchdown to make it 7-7. Page responds on a rushing touchdown from Matthew Webush, and Page has the lead here from John Cohen Stadium. 14-7 is the score. We'll hit the break. We'll be back for the second quarter. Broadcast Network.
One time I'm like, it's 2nd down. It's 2nd down. Like, what's Pretty good game work done actually preferred. Got 8 in like the first quarter. He has 16. Just 16 in the first 6 minutes. In my way. In 6 minutes.
We're back here on a rainy, mucky night here in John Cohen Stadium for your 5-2. Hillsboro Burros taking on the 6-1 Page Patriots in a very good 5A Region 6 matchup that has the Page Patriots leading 14-7 as we head into the second quarter. So it's 4th down. 3 minutes to go. Page is going to go for it. They're going to be moving right to left now.
Burrow's clearly expecting a run.
They are expecting a run, loading the box. It is Matthew Webush. We saw him run for a touchdown out of the Wildcat earlier in the game. Only offensive touchdown of the game for Page. He's going to keep this one to the right side. We got a man over there. And he's brought down. Sterling. Caleb Carter brings him down. And that's going to be Hillsboro ball. An open field tackle by Caleb Carter.
Once again, we're calling his name again tonight. Unless there's a penalty. Carter's been great for the Burros. It's been great for the Burros so far, stepping up tonight. And like we were saying, this Hillsboro secondary, it seems like they have plenty of depth, and everyone's stepping up.
So Burros trailing by 7, 11:57 to go in the second. Burros green helmets, green jerseys, yellow pants, moving left to right at the start of the new quarter. Page wearing silver helmets, white jerseys, red numerals, red pants. It is a very good region matchup so far. Burros looking to get back on track in region play. Out of the gun, trips wide to the left, nobody wide to the right. It's going to be a handoff. Reams, lightning in a bottle, takes it up the middle, taken down by Knight Wilson. And a bunch of different white and red jerseys. But not a bad run, second down, 7, maybe 6 yards to go for the Hillsboro offense. Not a bad first down play.
Burros would love to get some rhythm going with this ground game. So far, Page has been great at stopping it. But so far, the Burros, 7 points on a quite heroic touchdown. Don't think we're going to score 35 off of those, but need to get involved. Need to get the run game involved.
4-man front from Page out of the gun. Same formation on offense for the Burros, and Gio Reams wrapped up immediately. Gets absolutely nothing. And on the stop is Eli Whitson, the junior D lineman for Page. And so it'll be third down inside Page territory, but third down and 7 for this Hillsboro.
Yeah, and it's definitely 4 down territory as well. But this Page D line has been an absolute stone wall when Hillsboro's trying to run the football. If they keep that up, it'll be very hard for the Burros to score tonight.
10 touchdowns in the last 3 games for this Hillsboro rushing attack. They have yet to find the end zone in this one or find any kind of productivity. Trips wide to the right. Trotter's going to roll to the right. Deshaun Trotter looking to throw, incomplete. That ball was too low for the intended receiver, number 4, Josh Cartmel. Josh Cartmel very effective in the screen game, in the short pass game. But unfortunately on that one, Burros trying to fit it into a tight window, could not complete it. And the punter going to head onto the field trying to pin Page deep in their own territory.
Yeah, the Burros definitely trust their defense. We've seen it plenty of times. Going to try to pin him deep and get the ball back in there. There's no position.
So Knight Wilson back to return the punt. Excuse me, that's number 8. Marcellin Copeland. Number 80, Andrew Thornton on to punt this one away, left to right. Stands back at his own 40. Left-footed. Kicks it. Nice punt. This one's going to go back around the 20-yard line. So not a bad punt. Copeland back to return, did not get a shot at it. Although it wasn't the best of punts, it will pin Page back at their own 20-yard line and bin. As we move deeper into the second quarter, 10:48 to go, Page is going to take back over. Very quick 3 and out. What does this Hillsboro offense have to do to start moving the football?
Well, I've said it multiple times. It's running the football. Obviously, you can get the passing involved. You can get Trotter involved. But when in this rainy atmosphere, it's very hard to get a rhythm going with that. Running the football, preventing this Page D line, which has been stellar, from stopping those plays is going to be key for the Burros.
Out of the shotgun, Palmer's going to take it. Out of the pistol. Cunningham in the backfield with him. 3 men wide to the right, 1 man wide to the left. That's the near sideline. Palmer looks to throw. Screen pass. Got a man. It's Katarba. He's going to break a tackle and he's going to be shoved out of bounds after about 5 yards. Gets up to the Page 29-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds on the far sideline by Sherrell Burton. Screen pass goes for about 4. And this Page offense, very methodical on offense, but they do move the ball down the field.
Absolutely. And they involve everything in that offense. They definitely keep you on your toes. There's nothing given easy.
Pistol look. Once again, they're going to flip the formation. 3 men wide to the left, 1 man wide to the right. And there's a flag. Play was blown dead. It was a handoff to Cunningham, but the play was blown dead before they could get the run off. We're going to call a false start against this Page offense. So they're going to back them up and basically negate that screen pass they called. It'll be second down, about 11 yards to go. And Ben, I will say, looks like they're missing that leader up front running O'Connell.
Absolutely. And, Clemson commit, he's huge. He's great. He's been great for them. It definitely hurts, but so far the Page O-line hasn't showed any weaknesses.
Out of the pistol. Palmer, he's got it. 2 men wide to either side of the field. Hillsboro looking to bring blitz. 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 5 DBs. Nickel look from Greg Abner in the Hillsboro defense. Palmer looking to throw. Far sideline, incomplete. That one too low for the intended receiver. Number 8, Marcellin Copeland. It'll be third down and long. And Ben, you mentioned some of the key points, turning points in this football game. It is this third down and long. A punt from here will give you pretty favorable field possession. And you need to stop defense.
Definitely. And you need to give the offense the ball in good field position. Hasn't been able to move the ball that well so far. Giving Trotter in that offense good field position and making him more comfortable will be key.
He's going to flex a man out wide. It was Cunningham. 5 wide. Dropping back to pass. Palmer looking. Palmer pumping. Palmer throwing down the far sideline. Intercepted. Intercepted. For a field. J. Love Carter having a date. And a deep bomb from Pullman is intercepted and undercut by the senior DB Caleb Carter. Ben, what a play by this Hillsboro defense.
Yeah, who else? Who else? We've been talking about how he stepped up tonight. He's been great, and I'm not sure why he hasn't been on the field recently.
He's had an open field tackle. To turn the ball over on downs last time around. And it looks like less of Brendan Bowie tonight, more of Caleb Carter. And whether that's due to injury or due to outperformance, it's been a great day from Carter. Burrow offense takes back over. Got it at the Page 49. Out of the gun. Hands this one off. Reams up the gut. He's going to churn forward for a couple yards. Not a bad run. Holds on to the ball. Taken down by number 6, Kenny Walker. And there was a flag. And it's holding against that Burrow offense. It looked to be number 67, Markel Ham. And I'll tell you what. If you were a bright yellow glove against a team wearing white jerseys, they're going to be able to call that holding call out from where we're standing.
Hey, hopefully he's got a play good mindset going on, but Burrow's finally got a good run in, and it's a hold. Reams, obviously, we saw him on the field. On the field, he was devastated about that one. They need that running game to get going.
They're going to move this one back a minute. It'll be first down, about 20 yards to go. Hillsboro from their own 42-yard line. Pistol look. 3 men wide. Bradford, Baker, and Cartmel. All starting wide receivers for the Burros. Handoff once again. Oh my! He's got some space. Inside the 40. Inside the 35. He's down on Hillsboro. Finally dragged down by number 22 in white, Brendan Haynes. What a powerful run by the senior back, Giovanni Reeves.
There's that ground game, and I literally can't emphasize it more. Giovanni Reeves is lightning in a bottle. He is shot out of a cannon out of that backfield, and he is the explosive part of this Hillsboro backfield.
Very successful run. 9:15 to go in the first half. Oh my, ball slipped out of Trotter's hand.
What happened?
It was caught by Reeves. It was a handoff intentionally. Ball slipped out of Trotter's hand, dropped right in the lap of Reeves, and he runs it forward for about 5 yards. So it works out anyways. But again, falls right in the hands of the Hillsboro Burros. And if they can't hold on to this ball, they're going to get unlucky like we saw in the first play of the game.
You're right, and I hope it was designed, but that was very interesting. Trotter just kind of flipped it right up there for Reeves, who caught it, but interesting, and Burrow's getting the ground game involved.
They do take Reeves out of the game. They're going to bring in the big power back on 2nd and 5. Marcel Burnett, pistol look. 3 men wide to the left, 1 to the right. Hicks in motion as the H-back to the far sideline. Here's Trotter, hands it off. Big boy, Burnett, running forward, pushing. Dragged down, good stop from that Page defense. And Javarian Bradford came up with the ball after it popped loose. He was running free. They do blow it dead. So a nice gang tackle from that Page defense, and I will say, one of the reasons this Hillsboro offense has been able to run the ball is the swarming, the gang tackling we've seen from the Page Patriots defense coming together to bring down the running back. And you talk about a 6', 230 behemoth in the backfield like Marcel Burnett, you're going to need more than one guy to bring him down.
You're right, and Burnett showed that all year. It would be 4th and 4, and we have him in Wildcat. Just hoping you get 4 yards off of that. Burrow's doing well.
Out of the shotgun, man to his left, tripped wide to the right. Trotter hands it off. Marcel Burnett stoned immediately. Number 7. He's not. No, he keeps going. Marcel Burnett. No. He was stopped originally in the backfield by Jacob Rathbone, the sophomore. But Marcel Burnett bounces it outside of the far sideline. And I'm left and all by number 22 in green. A goal.
Somebody jumped the gun. Drew thought Drew was ready to move on to the next play. Marcel said, absolutely not. Great run, and we just talked about it. Takes more than one to bring him down.
It looked like a very good gang tackle effort once again from Page. As I said, Burnett able to bounce that one outside. 7:39 to go. Page still up by 7. Trips wide to the right. Handoff. Burnett once again. He bounces it off again. He's going to keep running and he's going to keep powering. It was first down and what looks to be goal maybe. First down markers at the 5. But he didn't take it for about 5 or 6 yards before going down. And as you said, Ben, he is injured on the far sideline. So as he gets tended to on the far sideline, we'll step away. Enjoy this word from the Hillsboro News. What's going on, everybody? Drew Hull and Ben Clay, the voices of the Hillsboro Burros. In case you didn't know, the Burro News airing weekly on this very YouTube channel.
Make sure to tune in weekly to stay up to date with anything Burros news.
All things sports, school, community, web.
Are you trying to trust him?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So as you heard there from the PA announcer, of tonight's game, Marcel Burnett able to run off on his own power. It is a slippery night. Hopefully it wasn't an ankle or any kind of knee injury there on the slippery field. It is a grass field here at John Cohen Stadium. We talked about it pregame. No turf injuries, nothing like that. Not too slick out there. Able to dig in just a little bit with those cleats. So to be second down, what looks to be 5 yards to go. Hillsboro's got it from their 10 line to gain at the 5. Out of the gun. 3 men wide to the right. Fake handoff. Looking across the middle.
Oh,
Incomplete. Incomplete. It was a slant route across the middle to the sophomore Javarian Bradford. It hit the ground before he hauled it in, and now it's third down. Not a bad idea from this Hillsboro offense. Just a little low from Trotter. He's had trouble hanging on to that football.
yeah. Bradford's just a sophomore, and they really love to get him involved in this offense. One of the big pieces that they will need in the future to be a good team. Trotter, he did have him. It was a great play call, great slant. Just the ball's a bit low.
Had a touchdown last week. Also had a great catch on down the sideline as a game ended its last seconds last weekend at Nolansville. And oh my goodness, they've got the D tackle, Dwayne Washington, in the backfield. A wing T, handoff, up the middle. Marcel Burnett, he's got it. He's got it, first down Burros. It's going to be really close to the chains.
Short.
It's going to be inches to go. And I imagine they stay out on the field as they've got it from the Page 6, probably a 5.5. A wing T. They had 6'2", 275 D tackle and a state champion wrestler in the backfield with them, Dwayne Washington.
Dwayne Washington could not look more excited to be out there on offense.
Out of the gun. Fourth down. They need it. Handoff. Cleaves. Oh boy.
Number 9, Cleveland, the carry. Stop short. It'll be first down.
What a hold. What a hold from the Page defense. Number 22, Brendan Ains, a 6'2", 220 middle linebacker, comes up with a big stop in what looked to be a promising drive. Coming on the heels of that interception from Caleb Carter, turns into a Page offensive possession, although they do have it from their own 6.
Yeah, Cleves just ran into a back of a Hillsboro blocker, and really just unfortunate. Tried to bounce off of it and create something, just couldn't.
First days from their own 6-yard line.
Palmer with 845 yards through the air. So far this season, that number looking to go up. He's been able to throw the ball very effectively, as well as run it out of the backfield. He's going to have it out of the gun. Ethan Cunningham in the backfield with him. 3 men wide to the right, 1 man wide to the left on an island. Handoff up the middle. Cunningham is yes, sir. Saw him on offense, see him on defense. Dwayne Washington, a big stop in the backfield. He smoked right as he took the handoff.
Washington was just on offense, and now we're seeing him on defense. His natural home, Burros really could use a great stop here.
So to be second down, 11 yards to go. Phenomenal shed and a phenomenal tackle from the senior Washington. Page is going to stay in that shotgun formation, make it the pistol. 3 men wide to the right, 1 man wide to the left. And that's going to be stopped up immediately. It looked like a read option from the Patriot offense. It was a handoff to Cunningham. The 5'10", 185 senior goes nowhere. Third down and long.
Finally stopping the run game for the Burros here, and we've seen Page pass very often.
Tonight, think you're expecting to hear.
Going to be a big third down and 11. Page moving right to left. 5:26 to go in the half. They've got it. Deep in their own territory. Burros looking for a hold. Looking deep. Airing it out. Incomplete. Over the head of the receiver, Calvin Kitarba. And on comes the punt team for Page. A great defensive possession for this Hillsboro defense.
The defense has really been helping out the offense today. You get a punt, great field position one more time, hopefully. Burros just need to punch one into the end zone.
A tight game once again in a region matchup. Looking to give Page their first loss of region play. Back to punt is Gavin Rush, a 6'3", 170 junior. Heels on the back line of the end zone. Looking to avoid the Orlovsky. Here's the punt. It's going to be a knuckler that's going to drop inside Hillsboro territory. Not a terrible punt, call it about 40 yards. As the ball's marked down, that's on 30.
Touchdown.
by number 36, Cole Bennett. So it'll be first down Hillsboro in Page territory. And if we want to tie this game up, we got to start taking advantages of opportunities in plus territory, Ben.
You're absolutely right. We had it in the red zone once last drive. Couldn't get it. Burros, they got the run game involved. Need to keep on doing that. It's been working great. And you can't get much field position better than this.
A great offensive front all season long. Devin McClendon, Matthew Bean, Baker, Jean Chameau, all three guys who have got great push. That interior offensive line going to have to keep doing its job on this drive to get that run going. Out of the gun. Trotter's got it. Page Patriots fans making the trip. Cowbells from the far sideline. Handoff, Cleaves. No, sir. He's dragged down immediately. And on the stop, number 40, Erica Hazard. 6'3", 230, right in the face of Eric Cleaves as he took the handoff.
Yeah, absolute monster. Cleaves just was trying to stay behind his blockers, and the blockers were really moving. So, unfortunately, Page is great at swarming so far this game. The ground game needs to get moving.
Some younger guys with less experience playing-wise. Markel Ham, a 2-year starter on the JV team, making his first reps this season on varsity. Devin McClendon, not a very versatile blocker, although he's been pretty good at center all year long. Need to get some push up front. A 4-man front from Page once again. Out of the gun, 2nd and 10. Hillsboro's got it from the Page 39, 4.5 minutes to go. Burros move left to right. Deshaun Trotter fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, incomplete. And Deshaun Trotter just cannot get a hold of the ball. That one slipped out of his hand and was way behind the receiver, Javarian Bradford. And we've talked about it all night long, Ben. Patriots are going to force the Burros to throw the ball, and if Trotter can't complete pass, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah, and Payton and Brendan Ains there off the edge for a little blitz action. Trotter had to slant. He had to fire it out real quick. Couldn't do it.
Number 10, William Weebush was bearing down on the receiver, Javarian Bradford. Would have got smoked after the reception, but it would have been a gain of yards nonetheless. Hillsboro needs this one bad. 3rd and 10 from the Patriot 39. Trips in the slot to the left side. Lone receiver to the near sidelines, Cartmel. Sends a man in motion. Bradford, it's a fake. Looking. Deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Number 40, Erica Hazard making another play in this possession.
On the play by number 40, Hazard.
And they're going to punt this one again. So another missed opportunity for the green and gold in this one. They'll send on the punter, Adrian Thornton, for the 3rd time tonight.
In a huge district match, region match like tonight, Burros really have to punch this one in. Offense hasn't been too great. They need to get something going.
Definitely been a rough night for Deshaun Trotter throwing the ball. Just cannot seem to be able to get the hands around the football. Give me a timeout. It's going to be charged to the head coach, Charles Rathbone. And Ben, he's been Page through and through. An assistant at Page High School from 2001 to 2011. Coached and played at Carson Newman University in Jefferson City, Tennessee. And he's got his team at 6-1, 2-0 in the region. And they've been a very powerful football team so far this year, Ben.
You're right. And ending up at 6 in the district right now, or in the region right now, they've been great the last 2 years. Rathbone's really done a great job with Page, and they're looking like they're not slowing down anytime soon.
Those 6 wins from Page so far coming against Giles County in week 1, 35-34. They beat out Franklin by 18, Laverne by multiple scores, Coffee County Central, Glencliff, and James Lawson. Hillsboro looking to hand them their 2nd loss of the season. Only other victor against the Page Patriots so far this season was, as I said, the Independence Eagles in Triple OT by a score 30-27. 4:18 to go. Thornton will punt this one away. Number 8, Copeland, back to return. Thornton's going to hit a knuckler. That one's going to drop down, back through the end zone. And it was close to checking back, but it's going to be a touchback. And Page is going to have it from their own 20. What do you expect offensively from the Pats this drive, Ben?
We got 14 to go in the first half. Page, you're up by 7. You get ball at half. They really could love to put some points up here, increase the lead to maybe a 3-possession game, or 2-possession game, coming out of half. Page, I bet they're trying to score passing the ball. They've loved to do it so far, but we also saw them run the ball last drive.
We certainly did. A Thursday night game, Ben. Something interesting to know. Obviously, fall break coming up for the Hillsboro Burros. A bye week next week, and then return to action in region play against Glencliff at Glencliff. Seeing if they can't pull out their 2nd region win here, though, against Page at John Cohen Stadium. Out of the pistol. Page taking back over on offense. Handoff. Cunningham's going to break it to the outside. He's got some room, and he's dragged down. Michael Bennett Jr. and Caleb Carter, number 14 and 15, and on the stop.
By number 19.
And it looks like if Ethan Cunningham is able to get out into space just a little bit, he's a little bit more dangerous.
Right, and the Burros linebackers have really been trying to keep him from getting to the edge, getting out to the outside. Cunningham, though, we've seen him so far, he can power it up the middle, and he can also beat you on the edge.
He certainly can. This one, after a favorable spot, is going to be marked about a 2nd and 4. Page has it from their own 26-yard line. 3:35 to go. They move right to left. Out of the pistol. He's got an H-back with him. 2 men wide to the right, 1 to the left. It's going to be another handoff. Cunningham this time tries to escape, but he doesn't. Matthew Bean in on the stop. Dwayne Washington, Dom Leonard, and a couple other familiar faces in on the stop. Great defense from the Burros and a huge third down.
The Burros sent the linebackers there from the edges, and there was just nothing going for Cunningham. Great stop by the Burros, make it a 3rd and 5.
What?
I don't know. Page has some miscommunication.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout. Rathbone is going to go ahead and take that timeout. 3rd down and 5 yards to go. So as they take a timeout, we'll step away. 3 minutes exactly to go in the first half of this one. Page 14, Hillsboro 7. They get the ball, too. Yeah, that's all.
No, we had plenty of almost touch. Yeah, we started with the ball. We got lucky. Yeah, our 1 touchdown is.
We should just kick, I think.
Go ahead.
Make it 14-10.
There's no.
Yeah,
We still need a touchdown. We still need a touchdown. Like,
they're probably not. They're kickers. Good. Well, they're aping the state.
oh yeah, this is. No, that's it. He's making a mistake with like 5.
Yeah, he has like 5.
Nobody kicks.
Yeah.
5. There's
Like 2.
We're talking about things at once.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the Page offense figuring out that miscommunication after the timeout. Pistol look. 3rd and 5. Got it in their own territory. It'll be a handoff, and my goodness. Dwayne Washington taking that one personal. Wraps him up in the backfield. And on comes the punt team for the red, white, and blue Page Patriots.
He's been great for the Burros this season. He was kind of a breakout. And so far tonight, seen him on the offensive side of the ball. Been great on defensive side. There'll be a timeout for the Burros, but Dwayne Washington's been great.
He has been very, very good all season long for Hillsboro. Him and Caleb Carter, 2 seniors, having a great impact on today's game. Obviously, the senior Caleb Carter was able to pick off the quarterback Jonathan Palmer, and Hillsboro was ranked number 10 in the 5A rankings, AP top 12. Now they're number 18. They're looking to bounce back. They're looking to drop back, jump back into that top 10 of the AP by the Tennessean. And a win here would be phenomenal. Obviously, Page, number 6 in the 5A rankings. Nolensville, we played last week, number 5. And Centennial, also in our region, number 1 in the 5A rankings with 8 first place votes. And if you didn't hear it over the intercom, here at the PA system at John Cohen Stadium, the Lady Burros soccer team wins district. Coach Paul Troy and company handling business on the pitch. Burros looking to handle it on the field. Obviously not a district championship game, but a game that pulls tons of weight in the region standings. This one's going to be booted deep onto punt. Number 37, Gavin Rush. Back to return is Bradford, and a very good punt. That's going to pin the Burros inside their own 35-yard line. It's down by Knight. So as for Hillsboro, we talked about Page a little bit tonight. As for Hillsboro, a 5-2 football team, looking to get a win here at home against Page, but bye week next week for fall break. They had 2 Glencliff on the other side of that bye week for returning home against Centennial in the final home game of the season. They've clinched a spot in the playoffs, but they're fighting for home field advantage right now, Ben.
You would love to get a win against a Page team like this, or Centennial, which would be very difficult. Glencliff, hopefully we can handle business there, but Centennial and Page, these are big games.
They are very big games. Dropped the first of 3 very big games against the Nolensville Knights last weekend on the road. But the Burros offense looking to capitalize. Only 2.5 minutes. Going to have to move quick. Burros from their own 36. Out of the gun. Trotter takes the snap, and there's a flag.
On the play. Ball.
It's going to be a false start against the Hillsboro.
Back for 5 yards.
It'll be first down 15. And now at this point, first down and 15, you got to expect a run.
You really do, but 2:29 to go. Passing will have to happen for the Burros to try to put up some points here, and points would be huge.
Indeed it would. Down to 2:29, Burros trail by a score. Handoff. Reams has got it. Runs right into the back of his blocker, and he's pushed down by multiple white jerseys, and he's shoved down after the play.
Definitely sold that one.
Reams was pushed backward by a couple Patriots. Maybe that actor salary should be increased just a little bit. Theatrics down on the field, although it's second down and 15 yards to go.
Great play, and, they kind of just tossed Reams down once the whistle was blown, and Reams, trying to get that extra yardage. We've seen them give it to Hillsboro tonight after multiple hits on Kike Baker, so you got to try it.
We're inside 2 minutes to go. Hillsboro going to have to start airing this ball out down the field if they want to score. Obviously, Page deferred, so they will get the ball to start the second half. Looking to go up 2 scores. Down to 5 seconds on the play clock. Trotter out of the gun. Looking to throw. It's a screen pass. Almost picked off. Big number 65, Omarion Anderson. The 6-foot nose guard gets a mid on it. It's going to be third down and long. Unfortunately for the Burros, that screenplay did not work out.
Omarion Anderson is huge. He's a big guy for them, and he got up there kind of. You got to give it to him. Great vert right there. Burros tried to set up a screen pass, and he just swatted it down.
Yeah, Page read that play like a book. That same play did work for a touchdown.
It did.
A week ago against Nolansville as we were inside the red zone. That time, Omarion Anderson batted it down. Burros looking for another opportunity, looking to move the chains. 3rd and 15, moving left to right from their own 31-yard line. Trotter out of the gun. Drops back. Looking deep. Looking across the middle of the field. Picked off! Picked off! Knight Wilson with the interception. Kike Baker trying to haul it in. It was underthrown. It'll be first down and 10 for Page, and they still got some time to strike before the half.
They do. They definitely do. And Burros trying to get Kike Baker involved. He had the early touchdown. They're trying to get in their playmaker's hands. Trotter just underthrew that ball a little bit, and the Page Patriots were there.
So it'll be first down and 10. Page is going to take over from their own 40. Silver helmets, white jerseys, red numerals, red pants for Page on the road. As for Hillsboro, the classic home uniforms, green helmets, yellow stripes down the middle, green jerseys, yellow numerals, yellow pants. Out of the pistol. Palmer. 2 men. Out wide, either side of the field, dropping back to throw. Looking to the right sideline, complete. He's got a man. Gets out of bounds. Nice play. Henry Kaysen. First catch of the game on 3 targets. They find him, though, in a big situation. First down and 10. Perfectly executed out route to move the sticks.
Yeah, that looked like a very professional inside a 2-minute play right there. Throw it to the outside of the field, right over the sticks. Great first down.
1:15 to go. Page with the ball, leading by 7. Moving right to left. Got inside Burrow territory. They got him. And again, Henry Kaysen again. He's been awful reliable on this drive. It'll be second down and intermediate after the completion to the senior receiver.
Palmer's definitely looking that way. Clock to about 1:09.
Pistol again. Slot. 2 men in the slot. 2 men out wide. Kaysen and number 7, Lincoln Campbell, are the men out wide. A little bit of a size disadvantage. 5'9", Michael Carter, and 6'2", Lincoln Campbell, the senior. Out of the gun. Palmer going to take the snap. Palmer looking to throw. Deep ball. It's caught!
It's complete.
It's caught and taken into the end zone. Calvin Katarba broke past the safeties up the seam. And the senior wide receiver, standing 5'11", has found Patard to put the Pats up 2 scores.
Yeah, just a go route, trying to find the seam, and Palmer threw a perfect ball. Great placement. Page, that is huge for them.
A zone coverage all drive long, just a soft zone coverage in that 4-3. They find the seam. And now on to kick the extra point will be number 85, Zane Cannon. Right footer. Going to step into this one, try and make it 21-7.
Oh.
And there's a flag on the play.
Not sure.
Looks like number 7, Eric Thomas, who might have jumped offside. And it is indeed an offside penalty. So it's the senior Eric Thomas. Saw him a little bit in the secondary last week. Mainly a special teams player for Hillsboro. So Zane Cannon take a step in, try and knock this one in to make it 21-7. We're going to go ahead and pick this flag up and return to play. But if you're the Burros, right, you're down 21-7 at this particular point in the game. A minute exactly to go on the clock. They have to try and put a ball in the end zone for the half because Page gets the ball. And with the defensive performance we just saw from Hillsboro right there, it looks like they may be able to strike again coming to the second half.
And you're right, but you truly cannot blame this Hillsboro defense. They've been giving the offense the ball back plenty of times as the kick is up and good, but you're exactly right. Passing the ball is going to be very needed in this 1 minute drill right here. Burros haven't done it much, but it'd be very clutch.
The rain has certainly cooled off. No wind, no rain right now. I'm sure the field is still a little bit slippery, but Deshaun Trotter's going to have to air this football out, try and cut it to a one-possession lead for the Patriots. It'll be Bradford and Reams back to return for Hillsboro. They keep moving left to right here in the second quarter. Jonathan Palmer looked dynamic on that last drive. Deshaun Trotter looking to do the same. Had a very, very good week, and I know we've talked about it, but had a very, very good week last week against Nolensville. He's got a guy in Kike Baker who's up over 900 receiving yards on the season. He's been absolutely phenomenal. I know he tried to throw it to him on that last interception, but Deshaun Trotter's going to have to get under control. I think he might have 2 completions on the night, and one of them ended up being fumbled away by Kyle Higgs. So completely inaccurate all night long for Deshaun Trotter. He's going to have to get this pass game going. Hopefully we don't see Ian Marshall and Coach Brown just run this clock out because they do trail by 2 scores.
And you're exactly right. And no matter what, even if it's 1 minute drill, but in the second half, passing the ball and getting the offense going, clearly the running game hasn't done it that well. So passing game has to do better.
It'll be Cole to kick it deep, right to left, kick a low line drive. Got to let that one go into the end zone. And they do.
First down, Burros.
So it'll be a touchback out of the back of the end zone on the left side of the field. It'll be Hillsboro taking over in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they, we mentioned it. They need to get something going. They got a couple timeouts. I want to say 2 timeouts left here in the first half. Coach Brown going to have to use those wisely as they try and put together a nice little 1 minute drive.
Absolutely right. And it's definitely huge. We've said it again. Page gets the ball after half. So down 14 right now, you could end up going down 21. And the tides change very quick. But putting up points, make it 14-21. You get a stop coming out of half, and you can tie the game up.
Pistol look. H-back in the backfield alongside of him. He's lined up over the right tackle. Trotter takes a snap. Hands it off up the gut. He's got some space. Reams into the second level. Dragged down at the 36-yard line. And a nice gas to this defense. In on the stop for Page number 10, William Weebush. Hillsboro going to hustle up to the line. From their own 36, moving left to right inside 50 seconds. They trail by 2 scores. Trotter takes a snap. Hands it off. Reams again. That time he's bottled up. Goes nowhere.
Number 6, Reams going to carry once again.
The Burros clearly, you get Page to think you're going to pass the ball. Like we said, the Burros letting the clock run, trying to get show that the pass, run the ball. They've done it twice in a row, though, and they're just letting the clock go out.
We're inside 30 seconds, about to be inside 20 seconds.
Wow. Burros want a full reset, I guess.
And a surprising move
As
from the offense for Hillsboro. They're going to run the offense off the field as the first half comes to a conclusion. So both teams are going to charge to the locker room for the Burros. They trail by 14. The visiting Page Patriots 21. The home team Hillsboro Burros 7. It's a 5A Region 6 matchup right here in John Cohen Stadium. We'll hit the half and we'll be right back. Borough Broadcast Network. Seconds, dude. Thank you. No, don't do that. Got it. Hey, Ben, unplug my computer. Wait. Catch a spark over there. Put your finger in there. Yeah, he's like, whoa. Oh, hold on. Is the light out or something? Oh. That was like
All spectators have not walk on a cheerleading track. All spectators, listen cheerleaders and players and coaches. Thank you.
only played him one time.
I guess two. I was trying to say this. It's actually right out. Alright, ready? Yeah, we're good.
Baba.
Okay.
Jonathan Baba.
Okay.
The kickoff kicker?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying Cole, but his name ain't on it.
Yeah, his name's not even on the roster.
Okay.
Fresh.
Okay, they announced Cole down there, so I was like, all right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you got one right all the game.
Why do you keep on saying dead ball
Yeah, I
every
know.
penalty?
Like, odd things. Like, what? Like, every time number 9 catches the ball, it's like, number 8, like, if you don't know, just wait. Like, that was ridiculous.
Not sure what was going on.
Yeah, I didn't see this. Let's do that. But, where we stopped on up there, Ben?
Okay.
Alright. Thank you, sir.
In this nation, I'm gonna call it coffee and pay the floor, and I'm gonna call fight. Know your time, we just do it doing for 3 hours. In the yard, being expensive out of spite. Peter ain't ran from me. Simple play to keep on living life. We be trying to meet up in his office. Music City, nigga, office. Cleaning out of people in his office. I'm in love with Houston, Dallas, often. Tell you
Outside of a minute before we get to the second half action here at and John Cohen Stadium. With your staff takeaways, obviously, we have to execute. We got to be able to execute, especially once we get down inside the Page 10-yard line. Gave up a deep bomb in the first half, and then just ran the clock out on offense. What did you see that we need to change, most importantly, heading in to the second half?
It's very conservative gameplay from Anthony Brown, and nothing against it, but just running the clock out there, you're kind of showing your offense that you really you're not trusting in them right now. And put up 7 points on a very interesting touchdown, but you want them to have that confidence so they can keep on putting up points. Obviously, you even got to the red zone. That's been something big for the Burros. Just to keep on building off of that, it's huge.
Yeah, the only other matchup between the Page Patriots and the Hillsboro Burros came back in 2020, where the Hillsboro Burros got the best of the Page Patriots at Page by a score of 43-7. Only other meeting, so you could say we're undefeated against the Patriots. Looking to keep it that way, but it's going to take a second half comeback, man. On defense, what's most important on the defensive side of the ball to keep Palmer from throwing the ball? We've done a great job wrapping up Ethan Cunningham. He's ran for 85 yards a game this year. He's been neutralized. What's the key on defense?
And you're absolutely right. It has been passing the ball, and Jonathan Palmer has been great. Just limiting those deep balls. The deep balls, the 1 day and a half was huge for them. If they can just keep Page to these short passes and limit them, the run game has been able to stop. So these 3rd and 10s are going to still be short.
Yeah, they certainly are. Page looking to come out of the half. They do get the ball. They'll get it on offense. They're up by 14 points. What do you expect coming into the second half from Page's offensive play calling? Are they trying to strike quick or a methodical drive, try and take time off the clock and limit the amount of time Hillsboro has to come back?
you know, obviously you would think up 2 possessions, still you can get that 3 possession lead. Just run the football. Page really has been not the same methodical thing you would think. So I would honestly expect some passing plays. Hillsboro's been able to stop Cunningham, so, they're still going to stick with what's working. So passing plays with Palmer are going to be huge.
Yeah, it hasn't been a matter of the deep. I mean, obviously that last ball was a deep ball, but it hasn't been gash plays. It's been those quick out routes or quick slant routes or dig routes across the middle of the field for Page. They've been able to find the soft spots in the zone for Hillsboro. Interested to see if Greg Abner comes out of that cover 2, cover 3 a little bit more in the second half, opens it up to man coverage, and it's going to be interesting to see. Palmer, a guy who throws for about 130 yards per game, he's definitely going to be in a situation to throw the ball just a little bit more. And as we look across the region, the other two teams in action right now are John Overton and then that Ravenwood-Franklin game. Obviously, Franklin High School firing their head coach after a 1-26 start as the head coach, but the Summit game in action in the second quarter at Summit over John Overton by a score of 16-0, and Mid Overton High School only won one game. We beat them 49-0. Only 3 games going on Thursday night, so a win here for us or Page, you're going to have to wait a minute to see where you stand in the region standings.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, I mean, Overton this year so far, not been too great, but Ravenwood and Franklin have been huge. Hillsboro trying to beat Page, one of these wins. You just need to, like we said it earlier, you need to win one of these games. You lose to Nolensville, absolute rough loss. You've got to beat Page. And so far, we haven't been playing great. Centennial is going to be a tough task. You're at home, but once again, Centennial is a great team, number 1 in the region. So relying on that Centennial game to get a big win is going to not be that great.
Yeah, if you're looking at other Metro Nashville Public School action, Springfield has the lead over the Metro School Hunters Lane at the half. Rossview has the lead on McGavick. McGavick 1-6 at this particular point. They trail Rossview 16-0. Antioch in action against a D2 Middle Region team in CPA. It's Antioch getting smoked. A 3-4 record for the Bears this season, but the CPA Lions up 45-7 at the half. And we are live. Enough of the scoreboard around the high school action in the state. Couple good games going on. Still awaiting the final from that Ravenwood and Franklin game. And now on to kick. Number 43, Ben Ruiz. They're going to give the ball back to the Page Patriots. A kickoff is important right here. You don't want to give them good field position. Try and hit them deep, make them work on offense, Ben.
That's right. And, when Page is starting with the ball in not great territory, the Hillsboro's been able to do a lot. Now, hold them, keep it, make it like a 3 downs, and they're done. So, relying on the defense, good field position as a defensive side of the ball would be big for Burros.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Coach Anthony Brown told these guys at halftime, trailing by 14 points in what seems to be a very, very important region game. I'm interested to see how these guys come out in the second half. Defense going to come after that. He has to come out hot. The ball's dried off completely. No more rain in the area. Deshaun Trump's going to have to start slinging the football around. That's going to be the key. Set the tone if you're the defense. So back to return for Page is going to be Knight Wilson. On the kick, number 43, Ben Ruiz from his own 40. Steps into it, boots it deep. It's a low line drive toward the left sideline. Returned by number 14, Sean Cunningham. Cunningham's got some room. Talked about field position. Page Patriots going to start from their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, and that's not really what the Burros wanted. It's a low line drive kick, and just returned by one of the Page frontmen. Not really sure what Ruiz was trying to do, but like you said, good field position for Page starting out the half.
36-yard line.
So they're going to go ahead and start this one off. They're moving up to the ball fast. Out of the pistol. Palmer, man in the backfield. It's Cunningham. 2 men wide to either side of the field. 4 men front. 3 linebackers for the green jerseys with gold numerals. Anthony Bean and Dwayne Washington communicating up front. They've been a dynamic duo at the nose guard and defensive tackle spot at a 4-3 for Abner. Out of the gun. Throw. Swing pass. It's complete. Breaking him down. Copeland breaks a tackle past the 40, past the 45, hit hard, and pushed out of bounds. Short of the change by Caleb Carter. The pass was complete. Number 8, McLean Copeland. And it's going to be second down, about 2 yards to go. Page moving right to left. Got it from their own 45-yard line. Silver helmets, white jerseys, red numerals, red pants. looking to go up 3 scores here on the Burros at John Cohen Stadium. Out of the pistol, 4-man front, 2 edges, Marcel Burnett and Andrew Teamer. Katarba in motion, handoff, Cunningham. Nope. Nice tackle. Wayne Washington, a breakout game with a senior D tackle and his 6th tackle of the game. And it's going to be a 3rd down and minimal yards to go. The line to gain at the Page 47. They're at their own 45.
They're running it quick, but Washington has been great so far this game.
Out of the pistol, handoff, Cunningham powering forward. He's got the first and a little bit more. Inside Hillsboro territory, ball's loose. Leonard's got it. Inside the 35, inside the 25, inside the 15. And no, my. You don't blow.
Yeah, you have to let the play finish. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure he was down, but you have to let the play finish. The ref on the other side of the field ruling it down is kind of...
Here on the near sideline, they were letting him play. It's the far sideline referee that blew it dead. And although he may have been down, just a tough call for this Hillsboro defense as they could have had a fumble return for a touchdown. He did look like he may have been down. And the ball will be marked down at the Hillsboro 48-yard line. So no fumble return. Confusing play as we talked about. Near sideline referee was going to let him return it, and the 2 far sideline referees weren't. Out of the gun, Palmer looking to recover. That's incomplete. Terrible throw from Palmer into the flat looking for Cunningham. Cunningham might have get smacked by Marcel Burnett. He was coming down from that linebacker spot, but just an underthrow from Jonathan Palmer.
Yeah, instead of screenplay, it was a nice little bubble pass, and it was just a bit short, left a bit short. So far, they've been trying to get the Patriots receivers open in space. We saw Copeland break a tackle from Kike Baker, who's been a great tackler. Trying to get Cunningham involved there. Page obviously has a method to this madness.
2nd and 10 in Hillsboro territory. 11:01 to go. Page up by 2 scores. Out of the gun. Palmer looking to throw. Palmer complete. Got a man. It's number 3. Henry Kaysen pushed out of bounds. Inside the Burro 40, just short of the sticks. Line to gain was at the Burro 38. Ball's marked down at the Burro 39. 3rd down and short. Make it 1 more to go.
They're playing a bit of a cushion there. Page just ran a nice little 5-yard curl. Ran with it after. Get a good gain.
Here's Palmer. Sends a man out in motion once again. Looking across the middle. Complete. Complete. Lincoln Campbell finds the end zone for Page. And Jonathan Palmer to Lincoln Campbell finds the end zone for the Page Patriots to make it 27-7 here on a rainy night in Hillsboro.
Yeah, that's absolutely brutal. It's a killer to any Burros momentum. You had him at 3rd and short. Great ball, and like I said earlier, Page doesn't care. They're going to pass the ball no matter what. Doesn't matter about the clock. Doesn't matter about anything like that. Page and Palmer has been great tonight.
Lax coverage from Hillsboro all night long. Palmer been able to dissect it a little bit. On to kick the extra point, number 85, Zane Cannon. He has not missed all night, and he won't miss again. So after a long 80-yard drive, after a long 50-yard drive for the Page Patriots, it's the Pats 28, the Burros 7, with 10:45 to go in the 3rd. We'll step away. Burrow Broadcast Network, Hillsboro down by 3 scores. So dumb. We just don't.
They stole him a touchdown and everything, so.
He left.
What did you say? Last half when you were like, pitch, I was like, they had me laughing about the overtime game.
So it'll be Jonathan Baba on to kick this one away for Page, the true freshman. Will boot this one away from his own 40. Giovanni Reams, Javarian Bradford looking to set the Burros up for success. Need a lot of scores down 28-7 with 10:45 to go in the 3rd. Not out of the realm of possibility, but they're going to need some quick scores and Deshaun Trotter's arm to come alive. Here's the kick, Baba. It's a good one, far sideline. Caught by Bradford at his own 10. Got up the pass to 15, got a block. Up the middle of the field near the 20-yard line. Up past the 25 to the 27, where he's dragged down and stopped by multiple white jerseys. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Burros from their own 26. Not a bad return and a good starting field position for Hillsboro. Deshaun Trotter's got to start throwing the ball and throwing it well.
You're absolutely right, and it's going to be key. You're down 3 scores, throwing the ball, scoring quick, giving the defense some time to work with is going to be huge for this offense.
Out of the pistol, in the game for the first time tonight, in the slot, on the near sidelines, number 13, Dalton Bush. Here's the handoff. Goes nowhere. Giovanni Reams on the carry. Wrapped up after 1 yard, 2nd and 9. And that run game, if you're not going to get pushed up front, you're better off just throwing the football.
You're absolutely right. They've been trying to get it running all game. Hasn't been working great. Hillsboro the passing game, maybe I would start with some screen plays. We've seen screen plays work great for this Burros offense in the past. Some screen plays. Let your playmakers on the outside of the running backs try to create some big plays.
So out of the gun, number 3, Deshaun Trotter's got it. Mandy was right. 1 man to the far sideline, 2 man to the near sideline. It's Bush, it's Cartmel. H-back in the backfield is number 1, Kyle Hicks, the senior. Trotter takes a snap, fumbles the snap. Ball might be in the hand of the Patriots.
We got it back.
And Trotter did hop on it. Threatening, though, the big number 70, Jacob Rathbone, a sophomore D lineman. And it's going to be a 3rd down and long. Now the Burros are going to have to throw the ball.
Of course. And I'm not sure if last play was a designed run or pass, but they clearly are trying to still get this run game involved. 3rd and long, we're going to see a passing down.
Burros getting sloppy. 9:15 to go in the 3rd. They move left to right. Page crowd making a trip, and they're loud. Out of the gun. Trotter dropping back. He's got protection. Throws it. Complete. Nice catch. On the far sideline. Kaiki Baker comes down with it. And he's dragged down by number 4. Hudson Anderson at the Burrow 43-yard line. Moves the chains. Nice conversion there if you're the Burros.
Right, and great play, great ball by Trotter. Just threw it back shoulder to Kaiki Baker, who just expected that ball. So, but look, the Burros, we've said they need to pass the ball. It's key to pass the ball on downs that are not for sure passing. You know, you're setting yourself up to, okay, everyone knows it's a pass because you're running these first 2 downs.
Yeah, out of the gun. Send a man in motion. It's Bradford. He fakes a jet sweep. Trotter's going to run on his own, and he goes nowhere. It's Erica Hazard on the tackle. Trotter's slow to get up.
Excellent to go to the concession stand. Please do not go on the track. Use the south exit where the concrete is. Thank you.
And as Trotter's slow to get up on the far sideline. We're going to need Deshaun Trotter to get up and be all right. Trainer's tending to him right now. So as Trotter gets tended to, we'll step away. Bro Broadcast Network.
Yeah, it's right out there. I really see that. No matter what. Why does Justin feel like he's doing good, but when he's not doing? Oh, what did you say? I still like him. Like, he's good. I still have hate against him, though. Like, obviously, I wish he wouldn't have left. Like, he was so good, bro. He's so good.
Deshaun Trotter.
The fans are shallow. Dude, what are we doing, dude?
Burros, number 16, Pages.
Trotter hits the deck pretty hard. As we're back from John Cohen Stadium, 8:19 to go. Burros trail 28-7. Backup quarterback Trey Hodges will check in. 2nd and 14. Hodges hands it off. Reams goes nowhere. Number 22, Brendan Ains wraps him up. Hodges hands the ball off. And that run play goes nowhere.
It'll be a 3rd and long, and once again, just a 4-short passing down for the Burros here. We're going to get to see what sophomore Trey Hodges does.
Trotter's back on the field.
As Trotter trots back onto the field, probably knowing that this is going to be a passing down, they put Trotter back on the field. He has a great arm. They need this first.
Yeah, it'll be 3rd down at about 14 from their own 39. Line to gain inside Page territory around the 48. Out of the shotgun is Trotter. Mandy was right. 1 man wide to the left, 2 to the right. Number 3 takes the snap, dropping back. Man in his face. Trotter rolling away from the pressure. He's got space up the left sideline. Can he get to the chains? A terrible spot
is.
on the far sideline. They're going to have to go for it as he's pushed out of bounds around the 50-yard line. So a very, very unfavorable spot to make it 4th down and 3. Hillsboro offense will stay on the field. And it kind of seems like the last attempt was 7:13 to go in the third.
I thought it was running down the left sideline, and it seemed like he got out near the first, but they're marking it like 4 yards short. And Burros, once again, conservative play. They're going to send out the punt team.
They will indeed send out the punt team. It'll be Thornton punted it away. Back to return. Number 8, McLean Copeland. This is a high spinning punt. It'll be fielded by Copeland, and he's dragged down. I didn't see him.
By number 8.
He was dragged down by number 7, Eric Thomas. I guess Copeland called for a fair catch, and it was dragged down past the play.
And, the punt there, I understand it because obviously it's 4th and 3. You're basically in opponent territory, but is it not assigned to your players that you've basically given up from head coach Anthony?
From the Page 49-yard line, you've got it 4th down and 3 yards to go, and an opportunity to move the chains, try and go down by 2 scores, but instead, you give the ball back to Page. They're up by 3 scores. The defense hasn't been able to stop them last few times out on the field, and Page sporting a 28-7 lead is going to take the ball right back.
Against the Burros.
So it's a personal foul against number 18, Joshawn Batts. He dragged down the returner Copeland after the fair catch. So that'll move them forward 15 yards. And instead of back in their own territory at the 20, they're going to take this one from their own 35. Page continues to move right to left. 1st down and 10. Line to gain at the 45. Out of the gun, Palmer hands it off to Cunningham. Cunningham's got some room up the middle, and he is dragged down eventually by number 2, Dom Leonard. Picks up 5 yards and marked down at the 40-yard line.
Play by number 20.
2nd down and 5. What's the approach if you're Hillsboro defense right here?
Just stop them. I mean, obviously, Page isn't scared to pass the ball at all, so you're obviously expecting a run. We've seen some 5-man fronts from the Burros, but they're still passing the ball very effectively, and they're doing it whenever they want.
Sends a man in motion. It's Katarba. From the near to the far sideline, handoff to Cunningham up the gut again. Matthew Bean's got a hold of him. He's dragged down. Forward progress will give him a couple yards. Give him the 42. It'll be a big 3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Nice hold on back-to-back run plays from the Page Patriots. What's the play call? Page offense now. It's 3rd down and 3. Past 2 run plays have gone for 7 yards combined. What's the play call? Do you throw the ball or hand it off?
It's really hard to tell with this Page team that does not really care about what you would think. So maybe a pass.
Out of the gun, Palmer. He will pass. There's a flag down.
Flag on the play.
As they blow the play dead, it's going to be a false start.
That definitely might change the mindset, but probably not. It was 3rd and 3 passing down and 8. Like I said, you got to expect the unexpected with this Page offense. 3rd and 3 up 21. They don't care. They're going to pass the ball on 3rd and short. So Page, Jonathan Palmer, they've looked great so far, and they're going to keep on doing it.
The nephew of former NFL quarterback Carson Palmer has lit up the Burros defense all night long. 2 passing touchdowns already. He had 8 on the season coming into this one, up into double digits, alongside his counterpart in this game, Deshaun Trotter, who also has 10 touchdowns on the season, entering this game with 9. Out of the shotgun,
Flag on the play.
and there's a flag on the play once again. This time it'll be a timeout, not a flag. A timeout called by the head coach, Coach Rathbone. But Ben, 28-7, 5:27 to go here in the third. 3rd down, short. What's 3rd down a little longer, I guess now from the flag. 3rd down and 8. You're going to air the ball out. Do you go man to man? Do you go zone? If you're Greg App, you need the stop. You need the ball back. Coach Brown's put trust in his defense, punting this one away. How do they get the ball back right?
Well, in the Page touchdowns that we've seen, they've been on zone coverage. Page has been able to find the seams and find those big gains. So maybe Abner tries to switch it up, go with a little man-to-man action, and it's a very well-needed stop that they need right now.
So 3rd down, 8 yards to go. as the play returns following the timeout on the field. Page has got it from their own 36. Line to gain. Chance at the Pats 44 line. Palmer out of the pistol. 4 men wide. 2 men split to either side. Number 5, Jonathan Palmer. Wrist tape on either arm. Black cleats. Number 5 in red sends a man in motion. Palmer takes a snap. Drops back. Looking to throw. He's got room on the scramble. He's going to throw this one deep. Nope. Incomplete. He was looking for the running back, number 2, Ethan Cunningham. And now it'll be 4th down on to punt for the Page Patriots. Number 37, Gavin Rush.
And Cunningham was running down the sideline. Collins tried to loft it a bit to his shoulder, and it just didn't work out. Collins, honestly, he had a lot of room to run. Like one Hillsboro defender, he would have had to get that first down, but interesting, he picks the pass there.
Number 37, Gavin Rush, 6'3", 170 junior. Had a pretty good punt of about 40 yards earlier in this game.
Wow.
This is a good one. End over end punt. Dropping inside the 30. This one's going to roll inside the 25. It'll be touchdown by number 15 in white Presley Cozart. And there's a flag down. Looks like a teamer might have run into the punter, and late in the game with a 4th down, that's the last thing you need.
You're killing yourself, and I mean, you get a good stop and you get the ball back, but there's a flag which is going to put you in either give Page the ball back or terrible field position.
Depending on if it's roughing the punter or running into the punter, which we'll see here down on the field. They're talking to the head coach, Coach Rathbone, for Page. He's going to go ahead. The Burros back. So it's just running into the punter. It's going to be the Burros ball, although they will have it 1st and 15 from the end of that punt. But 1st down and 10. It was a very, very stagnant, 1st down and 15, very stagnant drive from the Burros. Last time out, interested to see what they do this time around, down by 3 touchdowns, 28-7.
I mean, you already get the ball in rough field position, and you're going to push yourself even further back. But look, yeah, 1st and 10, because the penalty just pushes them back a bit. But you have to pass the ball early in the downs. They've tried running it and passing on 3rd down, hasn't worked. You have to pass the ball early. Trotter's got to get the ball out quick and find their receivers.
Out of the shotgun this time, Trotter will take it. Watch out for Kike Baker, isolated on that far sideline. He's on an island with number 4, Hudson Amison, the senior DB for Page. He's had a pretty good game tonight. Picked up a flag earlier in tonight's game, and the referee's going to talk this one over down on the field. So obviously, if Page is able to run away with this win, as they are up 28-7 with 5:11 to go in the 3rd, they will move to 7-1. They will move to 3-0 in the region. And returning, and the remaining schedule for Page isn't too easy. They still have to take on Centennial. They still have to take on Nolensville, and they still have to take on Summit, which right now they're beating up on Overton High School. So not an easy remaining schedule. Still have to beat 2 region rivals, but Page taking a step in the right direction, winning tonight if they're able to salt this way a win, up by 3 scores.
You're right. And in the rankings, those 2 teams that they play are both ahead of them. So big games that they'll be having coming up.
Out of the shotgun, Trotter. He's going to roll. He's going to throw. He's going to be almost picked off. Very inaccurate pass intended for Bradford. Number 13, Justin Bruce. The 5'11", 160 junior in coverage almost had himself an interception. Double red arm sleeves. Diving to the near sideline. Couldn't pick it off.
They try to get Trotter on a designed roll out there to find a receiver, and he's honestly been better this year on the run. So they try to get it to him, try to work in something where he'll be more comfortable. Still, didn't get the completion.
Yeah, it's been great rush all night long. Number 40, Erica Hazard. Number 22, Brendan Ains. Gotten after the quarterback all night long. Whether it's designed or not, they've been able to rush the passer and make Trotter a little bit uncomfortable. Here's the handoff, and Ream's going to break loose. Oh, wow. He's going to be taken head on.
You can hear that from up here.
And that was Cleves on the carry, excuse me. It was number 10, William Weebush, in on the stop. Both players pop right back up. It'll be 3rd down, manageable from the Hillsboro 24. They move left to right, 4:10 to go in the 3rd. Make it 3rd down at about 6.
They really need They really need to get something going quick.
Out of the pistol, Trotter. 1 man wide to the left, 1 to the right. 2 to the right, Hicks, the H-back. Here's the fake handoff. Trotter's going to keep it. He's going to be dragged down eventually. Number 40, Erica Hazard, takes him down. Could be a holding against the offense with that flag. Interested to see what they call. They're pointing toward Page.
Sure,
It was a busted snap from Deshaun Trotter. Tried to hand it off to Cleaves, didn't work, took off, and 3 white jerseys chasing him on that far sideline.
I'm not sure what it could be on Page. I would expect like a holding or something on Hillsboro, but we'll see if Page gets Hillsboro first down.
Maybe an illegal hands to the face along the line.
True.
Interested to see what they call here. Here is the umpire tonight. And it is Hillsboro against the offense. So it'll be 4th down, and they're going to punt. Obviously don't want to give the Page offense super plus position, but now it'll be Drew Thornton to punt it away once again. 3:49 to go in the third, and they're giving the ball right back to Page.
Give the ball right back to Page with plenty of momentum. You know, obviously, you're very deep in your own territory, and it's 4th and long, so punting the ball is very understandable, but Burros just need to get points on the board, and it's very evident that the offense has not been in much rhythm tonight.
Thornton to punt, McLean Copeland back to return, standing back at his own 45. It'll be a timeout by Coach Anthony Brown. So with the timeout from Coach Brown, we'll step away here at the Burrow Broadcast Network, live from John Cohen Stadium. 3:27 to go in the third. Region matchup, Burros trail the Page Patriots 28-7.
Jeez.
It's falling apart, man.
Get done.
I don't even know what he's calling it. Yeah. He's way back there. Yeah. He's like, he's the one who blew the play down too. I mean, I know it's not a fumble, but still. So it'll be Andrew Thornton, as I said, as we return from the break. Inside 3.5 minutes to go. Your Hillsboro Burros, if you're just now joining us, trailing 28-7 to the visiting Page Patriots. Page looking for their 7th win of the season. Hillsboro looking to win 6 games and a season for the first time since 2018. And there's a flag down.
Flag on the play.
Play is blown dead.
Wonderful.
It's either an offsides or a false start pre-snap penalty on one of the teams. And the referees weren't ready to go, so they're going to go ahead and replay this punt. Wasn't a great punt from Andrew Thornton. I'm sure he might have wanted that one back. Rolled out of bounds around the Page 45.
Yeah, I think the Burros will take it, but I think the Burros will take it. Thornton gets another try.
So we Thornton to punt. McLean Copeland back to return. He's standing at the 50-yard line. Thornton, the lefty, wearing a black leg sleeve down his left calf, boots this one away. A low punt. That's going to bounce backward inside Hillsboro territory. And a tough punt from Andrew Thornton. Probably would have taken that first one as the ball rolls out of bounds around the Page 43.
Yeah, there's a bit of backspin on that punt, and when you're trying to punt it downfield and there's plenty of no room, worried about the end zone, some front spin and get the ball to roll would have been great.
Interested to see if Page jumps up the rankings in this week's AP poll. They're ranked at number 6, Centennial at 1, Knox West at 2, Henry County at 3, Southwind at 4, Nolensville at 5, Page at 6, Munford at 7, Oak Ridge at 8, Walker Valley at 9, and McMinn County finishes off 5-2 at number 10. Out of the gun, Palmer and the Page offense take back over. Palmer, flushed, rolling, he steps back up the middle. He's going to run. He's got some room, and he's finally dragged down by the defensive end, Glenn Robinson. Picks up the chains, picks up the first, moves the chains, and a little bit of improvising there from number 5.
You know, Page is still running no huddle offense. Like, they don't care about the clock.
They're in a 2nd down and 1 situation now. He was dragged down just short of the sticks. They got a pistol look on the field. Cunningham in the backfield with him. 3 men wide to the left. 1 man wide to the right. Out of the gun, Palmer looking. It's a halfback draw. He's going to run it up the middle. It's Ethan Cunningham. Moves the chains, gets down to the Hillsboro 30. Page continues to move right to left. And there is a green jersey slow to get up down there. It's number 17, Andrew Teamer, been battling injuries through the middle of the season, Ben, and that's not a good sign to see.
Not a good sign at all. He's been a great piece for the Burros linebacking core, and with Dominic Leonard as well in that duo, they've really needed him tonight in a game where they've still gotten up 28, and he's played great.
They certainly have. He's holding that right hamstring. So as the training staff tends to him, Coach Anthony Brown's going to walk out there. We'll step away. You're listening to the Burrow Broadcast Network. What's going on, everybody? Drew Hull and Ben Clay, the voices of the Hillsboro Burros. In case you didn't know, the Burro News airing weekly on this very YouTube channel.
Make sure to tune in weekly to stay up to date with anything Burros news.
All things sports, school, community, weather, and more.
Stay in sync with Hillsboro.
It's Rusty.
I was like, what is he doing?
Well, I was trying to play the news on.
Okay, I think it is good.
I've had fun.
I was thinking about it. I was like in the shower. Maybe.
Andrew Teamer is up and being helped off the field. Page offense will return to action, first down and 10. They move right to left here at John Cohen Stadium. A rainy night early on. No rain throughout the second half. We got 2:26 to go in the third. Page Patriots 28, 5-2 Hillsboro Burros 7. Here's Palmer. Does a swing pass to the right side. It's complete. It's going to be dragged down and pushed out. 3 different Burros, including Eric Thomas, Joshawn Bass, and Sherrell Burton, shove him out of bounds. About a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 for this Page offense.
Yeah, they're still coming out swinging the ball. It's still a 3-possession game, so, as a coach, you obviously, the lead, you want to grow it even more, but Page not slowing down at all.
Out of the shotgun, Palmer, man to his right. Guitarba, Kaysen, Campbell, and number 14, Sean Cunningham out wide, dropping back. Palmer looking to throw, looking for the end zone. Incomplete, and there's a flag. There's a flag down.
If anything, that's offensive, I feel like.
He was looking down the field, challenging the DB in coverage, and they end up throwing a flag. It looks like Michael Bennett Jr., the linebacker, running down the field with the tight end, and they're talking it over. Going to be a close call there. I mean, he threw it to the near sideline end zone here, and if that's defensive pass interference,
yeah, it's okay.
And it's the offense.
I was intrigued by
So it's called on number 7, Lincoln Campbell. The 6'2", 170 senior commits a penalty to move Page back a good amount. It'll be 2nd down and 10 at the Page 43-yard line. 2nd down and, 25. After that 15-yard penalty moves them back. Line to gain inside Burros territory at the 21.
Yeah, Palmer fired it to the end zone and trying to get some separation. They pushed off. Page still taking deep shots.
2nd and 25. Out of the gun. Palmer looking to throw. They'll throw another deep shot. This one's over the head of the intended receiver. He was looking for number 11, Calvin Guitarba. And Calvin Guitarba, man, he's lined up in the slot a lot. You've seen him a lot on those bench routes. Seen him a lot across the middle of the field as well. He's been very versatile for the Page Patriots. Got a lot of receivers involved. Lincoln Campbell and Henry Kaysen also been involved. Out of the pistol, 3rd down and very long, just inside Burros territory at the green and gold 43. Shotgun look for Page. White jerseys, red pants, silver lids. Out of the gun. Dropping back. To throw. Palmer. Got a man. Guitarba. Just mentioned him. Pushed out of bounds at the original line of scrimmage by Sherrell Burton. So a 15-yard pass will get him up to the 30-yard line. But now they're faced with a decision on 4th down and 10.
Yeah, and 3rd down and about 25. A 15-yard pass to get back to the 6 is not bad at all. And looks like the offense is staying on the field, so it makes it a lot more manageable with that pass.
Big stop for the Hillsboro defense coming up. Not really influential to the outcome of the game, but definitely a pride stop. Don't want to let them pick up this 1st down. From the Burro 31, need to get to the Burro 21. Palmer takes a snap, drops back, looking, throwing. It is complete. Sherrell Burton was in coverage, and it's Henry Kaysen, the 6-foot receiver, hauling it in, and the senior's been very reliable tonight. Nice throw by Palmer, right in the bottom half window for that Page offense, 1st down and 10.
And we haven't seen many drops from these Page receivers. On the Hillsboro side, we've seen a few fumbles. Page been great at keeping possession of the ball.
And that's going to have to be a flag. Glenn Robinson trying to get off the field late. And they do burn a timeout. So instead of 12 men on the field, they are going to burn a timeout, talk it over with the defense. 1st down and 10 from the Hillsboro 20-yard line for Page. We'll step away. Pats hold a big lead, 28-7, here at John Cohen City.
Program at Hillsboro, and listen to the Burrow Broadcast Network.
Your place for all things Burrow sports.
I am Coach Anthony Brown, head football coach of Hillsboro High School, and you're listening to the Burrow Broadcasting Network.
Broader, looking deep. Broader's got Bradford. It's complete. It's complete. What a catch. Snap. The set. The kick is good.
Hey guys, this is Coach Troy, your head coach of the Boys and Girls Soccer program at Hillsboro. You're listening to the Burro Broadcast Network.
As the action returns, we return here at the Burro Broadcast Network. Been a rough night for the Hillsboro Burros on their home field against the Page Patriots. Stands just about cleared out as they trail by 21 with 46 seconds to go in the third. And for the Page Patriots, they continue to move the ball. Got the ball at the Hillsboro 17, 18-yard line. First down and 10.
It's been a tale of two sides today. We've seen Page be extremely aggressive, passing early in downs. Hillsboro's been very conservative, punting the ball very often.
Out of the shotgun, Palmer going to take the snap, fakes it, throws it in the flat. Katarba's got it inside the 10, shoved out of bounds near the 8-yard line on the near sideline by Kaiki Baker. So a swing pass got it around the 15, goes for about 5, pushed out of bounds by Baker, and the reception was made by Katarba. Page having a very successful season. Again, if they can salt this one away, which it looks like they will, pick up their 7th win of the season, trying to return to the state tournament for their 3rd year in a row. Made the state championship last year, facing off against Knoxville West, who's ranked number 2 in 5A currently. Ended up losing 47-13, but a very good effort. A couple returning players from that Page team last year. Very successful regime under the head coach Charles Rathbone. Out of the gun, Palmer looking to put up their 35th point of the night. Handoff up the middle. Looks like Presley Cozart's going to get some more room, and he's taken down for almost no gain. Ball's marked at the 8-yard line, and so it'll be 3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Line to gain around the 6.
Yeah, and they're finally running the football, but I think they'll probably run the third quarter clock out. We're heading into the 4th. Hillsboro's down big.
Yeah, 15 seconds and ticking to go. We're inside 10, and both teams will go ahead and trot off the field. So that will conclude the 3rd quarter. The visiting Page Patriots making their presence felt, leading 28-7 against region opponent Hillsboro here at John Cohen Stadium. As the 3rd quarter concludes, we'll step away. Burro Broadcast Network. The field is flipped as the action returns. 3rd down and short. Page now moving left to right. Line to gain around the 6-yard line. Page got it from the Hillsboro 8. Handoff up the middle. Cozart is stuffed. Nice tackle in the backfield from Hillsboro to keep him short of the line to gain. Number 18, Joshawn Batts, in on the tackle, his first tackle of the night. And it'll be 4th down and very short, assuming this Page offense will stay on the field.
Got a few cramps here, but
yeah, referee timeout.
the one bright spot for the Burros has been this defensive front. You know, they've played great in the run game. So far, getting pressure on the quarterbacks hasn't been too well, but playing great in the run game. Dwayne Washington, we've seen, has been great. They've not been the main problem. It's been just giving the Page too much time to score.
Definitely too much cushion in that secondary as well. They've ridden with a softer zone coverage all night long, and Palmer's been able to take advantage of it. But for Hillsboro, they take a bye week, a much-needed bye week coming off 2 losses, assuming with 11:51, Page up by 3 scores, they run away with this victory. Hillsboro takes a nice bye week. Obviously, a short week this week, and when talking to Coach Anthony Brown, he mentioned that obviously the week gets cut short. So instead of Monday being a mental day, walking through things, recovering from the last week's game, you're now hopping straight into physical play and physical practice. And so that short week, in effect, for both teams, Page able to handle it a little bit better and comes out with a big win as time winds down here at John Cohen Stadium. But when they come back from the bye week, Hillsboro's got a Glencliff team who has struggled. Only 2 wins against 2 of the worst teams in the state. And then coming back home last game of the season against Centennial will be majorly important, looking to get to 7 wins. Out of the gun, 4th down and 2. Palmer looking to throw. Palmer to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for number 7, Lincoln Campbell. He had the size advantage, and the 6'2 receiver cannot haul it in over the 5'11 DB, Eric Thomas. So unfavorable field position to start off for Hillsboro. They got it from their own 6, but it will be 1st down and 10. First team offense will remain on the field, and we'll see if Hillsboro can get a late in the game touchdown.
Well, we see them not gain much momentum from about the 50, so let's hope deeper into their own territory they can create something. They need to pass the ball effectively. It hasn't worked well. And at this point, Coach Anthony Brown, with what we've seen, he might just start running the football because it would drain off some clock. But Burros, if they want to score some points, you got to pass the ball.
2 hours and 11 minutes total game time to this point. Trotter out of the gun, man to his left, 2 men wide to his left. Out of the shotgun, hands it off, cleaves to the right side. First man on contact for page number 14, Sean Cunningham, the DB. Goes down for virtually no gain. Cleves had a couple 3 or 4 yard runs, but nothing too big tonight for Hillsboro. 2nd and 10. Green and gold move right to left.
Not much going for them there. They've been trying to run the ball effectively since the first quarter, since the beginning of the game, basically, and it hasn't worked out much.
Just an exhausted, dreary, sloppy football team as time goes on here at John Cohen Stadium for Hillsboro. It'll be a run to the right side to Gio Reams. He runs behind his right tackle and gets dragged down around the 10. So he'll pick up 2, maybe 1 yard on that one. Nice swarming in on the original stop. Number 22, Brendan Ains. He's been very, very good. The 6'2", 220 middle linebacker. Ball's marked around the 10. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for Hillsboro.
Page's linebackers and edges have played great today, but they've been great at stopping the run and playing well in the passing game as well.
10:20 and ticking to go here in the 4th quarter. Page 28, Hillsboro 7. Case Freeman in motion for the Burros. And there's a false start. A flag, at least, what seems to be a false start. Too many men in motion for Hillsboro. And indeed it is. So they're going to back them up 5 yards from their own, sitting to their own 5. Not a great situation for Hillsboro, but it'll be 3rd down and long. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a handoff, but do you expect a handoff or a passing play here? Try and pick up that 1st down line to gains at the 19.
Yeah, it is be a handoff or a screen pass. Or maybe, Trotter might try to toss one up to Kaiki Baker, who actually is not on the field. So we'll see what happens. Handoff, and there's another false start. So let's push him back even further.
Hillsboro will be moved back some more. Some movement up front, getting a little eager. So they'll be moved back just a little bit more near their own goal line. Ears pinned back around their own 2. Way inside their own territory. It's going to be about 3rd and 15 after those 2 flags. Shotgun look for Trotter. He stands in his own end zone. Freeman in motion. Takes the snap. Trotter looking to throw. That ball is intercepted. William Webush picks it off and takes it into the end zone for 6. And a late game INT is returned for a touchdown for the Page Patriots. So a late game mistake from Deshaun Trotter. An errant throw over the head and the back shoulder of intended receiver Javarian Bradford. And now Page will take a 34-0 lead, and number 85, Zane Cannon, will look to make it 35-7.
Yeah, and Trotter tried to force that ball into there, and Webush just played it perfectly. Great pick, and is that his 2nd return defensive touchdown?
Yeah, he had a fumble recovery for a touchdown in the 1st quarter, ends up in the 4th quarter with a touchdown with a pick 6. Also had a running touchdown earlier in this game on offense, so he's been all over the field. Has the 6'1", 177 junior William Webush. So Page leading 35-7, 9:40 to go here in the game. Page also heading into that bye week before they have Centennial at home and Nolensville at home. So home field advantage reigns supreme for Page. They'll try and get 2 big home wins. Finish out the season 9-1. Centennial in action tomorrow night, against 7-0 Brentwood. It's a Williamson County matchup. Huge game, even though it's not a region game for Centennial. They try and look to stay atop those 5A Region 6 standings.
And Page with a very convincing win, or it should be a very convincing win over a top 20 team in the region. So they're looking for one of these teams to lose to bump them up into the rankings.
Baba's going to jump into this one and boot it deep, a low-line drive. Bradford's going to try and return that one inside his own 5, passes 15, passes 20, passes 25, got it past the 30, past the 35, past the 40, past the 50. Inside, Page territory at the 45. Finally dragged down by number 16, Reese Lomney.
16. Eliminate.
Great return.
So Javarian Bradford, an electric return, gets it deep into Hillsboro territory at the 46.
Burros most likely. I expect a few runs here. I expect them to hopefully run this clock out, but maybe they finally try to get aggressive, put some points on the board, but once again, I just see more conservative run plays.
9:18 to go, Page 35, Hillsboro 7. Out of the pistol. Trotter takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Reams got some room, and he's taken down by number 14 in white, Sean Cunningham. Couple tackles on the night, runs up the middle for a couple, second down and 8. Giovanni Reams has been effective tonight, but unfortunately for the Burros, a guy who plays both sides of the ball, a senior leader, Matthew Bean, down on the field, holding one of his knees.
I want to see that.
And with that injury timeout, we'll step away momentarily. Hillsboro trailing by 28.
Hey guys, this is Coach Troy, your head coach of the Boys and Girls Soccer Program at Hillsboro. You're listening to the Burrow Broadcast Network.
Your place for all things Burrow sports.
I am Coach Anthony Brown, head football coach of Hillsboro High School, and you're listening to the Burrow Broadcasting Network.
Trotter looking deep. Trotter's got Bradford. It's complete. It's complete. What a catch. Snap. The set. The kick is good.